Went on, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I'm a little sick, but we're going to make it through this. We're going to check out Elminster on the test server after we get done with this run. If you're not playing Dragonheir Silent Gods, look down below at the banner. Download the game. Come and join us. You can go over to Steam and download the game from there if you want to for your PC client. Then you can play on your mobile device and jump back and forth between the two. Elminster today. What is he going to be like? Oh, man. I don't know. It looks like a really good support hero, a really good hero to get up shields, to block control abilities, to decrease attack, decrease accuracy. I just wish he had multi-hit on his ultimate ability so we could get Witch's Remains to apply, or even the crown. Multi-hits on that so we could apply decreased defense. That'd be good. And if he could hit the whole board, that'd be good too. If he was kind of more like Karf, that'd be sweet. Yo, hello, what's going on? Is there a streamer award going on right now? If there is, I'm surprised Asmongold isn't on watching it. I saw somebody else saying there's a co-streaming the streamer awards hosted by, oh, that's why he's not streaming it. If there's a streamer awards, then he's at the streamer awards doing something there. He will be there. That's why he's not actually streaming right now. Makes sense. Makes sense. I've never heard of the streamer awards, but it'll probably get more views than the Oscars, since that is kind of old news, you know, the Oscars. What's going on, Pomp? How you doing? What is happening today? This won't take very long. We'll run through this and then we'll jump right over to Elminster. And then tomorrow, if you want to log on and join me on stream, we'll do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway for gold dice, 10 lucky winners. We'll do marbles like we always do with marbles. The winner of the marble race and the loser of the marble race will get a code. And if I sound a little off again, it's because I'm sick. I got a whole bunch of tissues over here. I took some medicine and yeah, we'll be fine. I'm always in good spirits no matter what. My eyes my eyes are tearing up. But I should be able to speak okay. Let's hope. Let's hope. So what's been happening with Dragonheir Silent Gods with you guys? Anything new? Anything cool that's been going on? Maybe you've entered into season 2, the end of season 2, to fight the otherworld exploration. Maybe your otherworld exploration is about to get the boss unlocked. Actually, I need to look at mine to see when the boss will unlock. We've probably done some pretty good damage so far. I don't know, we're probably at like 50% in everything to unlock the boss, but then it'll unlock automatically in a number of days, like 12 days. I don't know, we'll check it. We'll check it, but here's what I've been doing, right? I haven't been fighting any of the bosses. I've been logging in and doing my Vortex boss. And then some guild stuff, not really. And then logging out to see where I place at the end of the season. Will I get 20 tickets to summon if I don't really do anything for these otherworld exploration bosses? I will do my 6 teams for the crab boss, just like I did my 6 teams for the final dragon boss. And that will net me, I'm sure, a lot of points. But other than that, I haven't been doing anything. I haven't been fighting any of the bosses, or even spending my 150 otherworld exploration points. But my alliance is already up. Like, my alliance already has all of its stuff unlocked. So you find the end of the season so boring? Yeah, I'm not even gonna participate, honestly, because the reason why it's boring is because we're doing the same thing we did for a full month for season 2. And I've said this before on my stream. We love the gameplay of the game. We love the aesthetics of the game. Like, the gameplay is amazing. The aesthetics are amazing. It really gets you hooked. But fighting the same otherworld bosses for a full month and then fighting them again for a full month every single day then is not, to me, it's not enjoyable. Like, it's not exciting. It doesn't make me want to do it. And that's why I'm seeing if this experiment works. Like, if I don't do anything the rest of this season, if I just come in and do my guild boss every day, the Vortex boss, which I have been doing, and I don't go out and fight any of the otherworld or their domains or any of that stuff, will I still have 20 tickets? And that'll give you an idea of also what kind of retention they're having when they merge these servers from season to season, right? That's why it's so good for a lot of people. It's a chore. Yeah, it's a chore to log in. Like, if I wanted to do 15 teams every day, it's a chore. And why? Like, what's the reason behind it? If I get 20 tickets or 10 tickets or a few more gold dice, is that worth it to me? Not to me. That might be worth it to somebody else who's a hard charger, who's free to play, who really wants to push his free to play and get those few extra tickets. But as somebody that spends even a little bit I just don't see it worth it. And again, it all comes down to enjoyment, right? Enjoyment to fight the same chief challenges for a full month and then fight them again is wild. And in a sense that it's not that fun, you know? For me, like the first month, you're just waiting, then you ramp it up. Like I love the end of the first month. When I get out of all those gates, those boring gates, when they start giving me those 2 times drop on legendary gear. So the first month I do nothing and I'm waiting. And then I just like go. Then I'm farming legendary gear. I'm looking at that legendary gear, which is the fun part to me. Then I'm making sure, you know, you're making in-game viable teams, speedrun teams with all that legendary gear. That's fun. And you're doing your chief challenges for the legendary like Ardrith that they have an event for. All that is awesome. And then that 1 month ends, and then I'm just waiting for the Dungeons and Dragons collaboration. That's it. Like I'm just waiting for it. Like I don't even want to log in and do anything. I log in and do this, that's it. I wait for the Dungeons and Dragons collaboration. I do that, I love it. And then I do that end boss that we only have, unfortunately, and this is the sad part, that end boss that we're gonna fight, the crab that's like the dragon, we're only gonna fight it for a few days, maybe 7 days. But it's like the only new content that's not the only new content, because the chief challenges were new. It's just that I played them for a month. I just played them for a full month. And do I have the team and the resources to make 15 teams for the chief challenges? Absolutely I do. Do I want to? No, I don't. Are the devs listening to these pointers? A lot of streamers are saying the same thing. No. Season 3 will not change. I don't believe it'll have any kind of change whatsoever. I think it's going to be the same. We'll find out, though. I'd like to be surprised. We will find out. You're hoping to get in the top 300 for the mount? I don't even care about that. If I had to run around without a mount or a mount, it doesn't matter. But I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad there's something in there to make people interested. But is it enough people? Right? Is it enough and interesting enough to keep and maintain enough people, right? To keep perpetuating your game? I don't know. I don't have the numbers. I don't have the analytics to know for sure. Does not have some big changes, it'll be the end. You think the new mount is not worth it? I mean, if you can get it, you can get it, right? It's not like if I wanted to get the new mount, I could get it easily. They did change some kind of, like if you look at last season, they moved 50%. Like top 50% used to get 20 scrolls, and now they don't. They did change that. That a random content creator was able to get into an Elminster while the reset was left in the dark, while the rest was left in the dark. Yeah, apparently Elminster's been on the test server, which I haven't been on the test server in a long time. And the test server, they changed it to be 3 days ahead. Before it was 1 day behind. So we never even messed with it. Like all the content creators and content creator chat never messed with it. And this goes all back to communication with the community managers and us. We need better communication. And are we allowed to, like, it's not like we're not allowed, but somebody in here like magically said that they didn't want us to do content on Elminster until the 20th. The problem is that there's like 500 content creators because they accept everyone. There's no like real requirement to where you need like 1,000 subscribers or so many views or any kind of thing like that. Like they just accept anybody and they give everybody access. So if you have that many people with access, you can't control that. Like if you tell someone, don't publish anything until the 20th, that's not going to happen. Like Raid Shadow Legends went through this many times, and then they had to ban a few people from content creator chat, and then they had to basically learn their lesson and say, hey, we're not going to make it accessible until we want you to be able to have it. Right? That's what you do. So apparently like 3 days ago or so, they bumped all the test servers forward to be able to see Elminster, but then didn't tell anybody about it. It wasn't like they came out and said, and this is what I posted to them because they're on holiday right now. But I said, again, the communication from the community managers, again, we need communication from the community managers that it's been updated and that we can or cannot do content. An example of this would be at content creators, right? You message all content creators. At content creators, we've updated the test server to have Elminster ready to test. We'd like everyone to wait till this day to do content. Or content creators, we're updating the test server with Elminster. Jump on and make amazing content. And then I was like, it's not that hard. That's what I wrote in content creator chat. It's not that hard, you know? But we get what we get. Yeah, we're going to jump on there right now and try that bad boy out. Let me close this down and jump over there and see what Elminster is all about. But anybody with access to a test server will be able to see him right now. You're speaking into, on content creator chat over there, Sebastian, speaking into a void. Yeah, that's what it always feels like, sadly. How you doing, man? How's everybody? Stabab, what's up, my man? Wolfie Stabab, we got, who else we got in here? Sebastian that I know. Anomandar. Did I say that correctly? Are the devs listening to these pointers? A lot of streamers are saying the same thing. I guess if a lot of the streamers are saying the same thing, then it would be good to listen a little bit. But whatever we say, we have to get it past the community managers, and then they have to relay it to the devs in the same kind of way that we relay it. And we never know if that's getting put across, right? We have no idea. So Otherworld Exploration, let me check this really quick and see how far they are on this. Like, when will this unlock? Well, no, just let me teleport over there, I guess. Now, I'm not on an alliance on this test server, and there's nobody out there fighting to get the percentage up higher and higher, so we can kind of unlock the crab sooner. It just says track. Can we not see? Okay. 9 days, though. Okay, this might actually open up sooner than some servers. I don't know about my server. I think in 9 days we're going to have it unlocked because we'll have 100% progress. And I forgot to check just now, but I'll go look later. You're not going to spend any more this season? I haven't spent anything now. I've just been... I think it's fun to spend on the legendary heroes that we go after and on Elminster. I think that's about it. But as far as spending ever again on the start of the season like I did before, I'm not going to spend on the start. No way. I spent a lot on the start of the season to roll on those new banners for heroes that just simply weren't worth it. The Ice Blast heroes were cool, but I could have maybe gotten... I mean, I guess it was worth it. It depends on what I have saved up by then. Since Elminster is so close to the end of the season, I'm going to use those dice to get Elminster and to get the artifact. But I don't know if I'm going to have a lot left over at the beginning of the season to go crazy on a banner. Or not. We'll just have to wait and see. But I don't feel like it was worth it. Like, even if I didn't get all the Ice Blast that I currently have and I had to make a different Vortex team, so be it. You know, it's not big deal, right? It would have been fine. I mean, like right now, I'm testing to see where I land anyway, so it would have been perfectly fine. All right, let's look at this event. The only saving grace would be the artifact on him. Yeah, the artifact would be great, but I'd probably want to put the artifact on Adolphus, to be honest. Wouldn't you guys think the artifact on Adolphus would be banging? What do we got here? We got Magical Trial. So we've got the same thing we have for Drist. We go around with him. We do like certain quest out in the open world. Okay, this is different than those quests. So we have like these little battles we do. Every day a battle will unlock, but there's only a certain amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're getting 7 times 8 trophies. Let me take note of this really quick. Let's add these up in case we want to see some numbers. Hey, how come I didn't get invited to the streamer rewards? What's that all about? Craziness. Okay, so from the Magic Trial, how many was it? 7 of them? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get 8 tokens each. And then we're going to have... Wait. It was explaining the rest, right? We complete adventures with him when we run around. Okay, he's going to be right there. I don't know how much we got from this. I guess we could do this, but I kind of just want to summon for him and play him. We'll do this after we summon for him and play around with him a bit. So we've got that, and then we've got the planar summons, right? This is where we get them. And what about the boss? The boss, the daily boss that we fight. Is that unlocked yet? It's got to be unlocked because he's unlocked. We got to do this, right? We got to do this quest to unlock the boss. Yes, we do. What kind of percentages do we have? 1%? 0.5% to get him? Probably something like that. Let's look at the epics. 0.5% just to get him flat out. We've got Furbath in here. Tia. We got Furbath and Tia in here. Man, the rest of these, what am I looking at here? Jeez. Okay, we've got Thea and Furbath. That's about it. That look great. What'd I miss? Hey, Stu, feeling bad for you? Positive and pumped about this game a couple months ago, and now you're disappointed in the devs. Hey, you can't control the devs. We got a beautiful base game. Like we got the best looking game that we've seen forever, right? This is the graphic wise. I think this is the best looking game that I've ever played. Far better than Raid Shadow Legends because that's kind of dated now. And gameplay is top tier. I love the gameplay. But as far as the season stuff goes and the way that they run the season stuff, not doing too well. For my enjoyment. But everybody's different. And they're always, and it's new too, right? It's a new company. Always new things will be updated. You never know. I won't be able to be crazy on the first banner next season. Yeah, if you're free to play, you won't be able to be crazy on the first banner, but you could do a little on the first banner and maybe get one of those top tier epics like we had here. Like if you would have gotten Bledin and Girthin, you're pretty good. You stuck with this game because you feel like there's really good game. Great game, trying to break through it all. The devs won't listen to the community and make the obvious changes. There's no Girthin in there? Yeah, there's no Girthin in here. Was there supposed to be? Just Furbath and Thea are the only two that I see that are really good. All right, let's summon. You ready? I was going to say, wait, I've only got 25, but we've got enough crystals to get more. Now, currently on my account, I have 60. Let's do a simulation of what I've got. I've got 69 on my account, I think. Somewhere around there. Let's do a clean 70. Yeah, I should have this many. Okay, here we go. What happened to our volume? All right, can you guys hear anything? You should be able to hear this a bit. Here we go. Good luck. 0.5% to get him clean, like flat out to get him. But we're going to get those fragments of him. And we get 8 times 7 over in the regular daily stuff we do. Plus we follow him around. And then we've got a boss battle to worry about. So I want to check out that boss battle. See, that's pretty good. I mean, this was a good haul. Look at that. 36 and 12, that's awesome. If I could get that every time, you're going to get them quick. And that's only from a 5 pull. Damn, that's a lot. What? Is this boosted because it's a test server or is this normal? 30 and 6 again. Okay. Plus we get a lot of artifact essence of creation. Oh, that's a legendary? What? 0.5%, baby, let's go. How did I do that? Now, if this was my normal account, I'd be happy as can be. Man, I'd be so happy as can be if this was my main account. I don't think it's going to go down like this on mine. Yeah, this is the same as the Drist event, Rocket, right? Yeah, Wolfie, I agree with you on that one. That would be cool too. You got Stabab's got 150 dice? Elminster or not? Yeah, I don't know. We need to look at his inspiration. That's what's going to matter to me whether I get multiple copies or not. We got to check out that inspiration and see if it is worth it. Is he a normal guy that just gets that additional like accuracy, additional like 20 crit maybe, or 20 critical damage? Or is he something cool like some of the other ones that really augment their skills quite a bit? Well, we pulled them already, so we're good. Let's go check it out.
A lance knows no mercy.
Fire.
Oh, you've got the eagle's eyes. The snow.
Never underestimate the power of kindness. But of course, not that of a
Looks sweet though, right?
either.
Looks really sweet. I'm telling you, the graphics in this game and the gameplay are really awesome. So for him, he takes 20% less critical damage. It's okay for him in survivability, but I want something flashy. I want something that augments his skills to make him cooler, higher percentage chance to land debuffs if that's what he's going to do, bigger shields, something that really makes it amazing. When the hero's HP drops below 60%, the hero 1% max HP. Just all support stuff so he doesn't die as much. So, but since he's ranged, I mean, this is something that melee units need. I pulled Drist early too last season. Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, but this isn't my main account. This is the test server. Enlightenment plus 60, HP, ignore 35% of the target's resistance. Really bland, I feel like. You could spice these up. I'm not saying these are bad. They keep him alive. Less crit. You get HP whenever he drops below 60%. Enlightenment, which is needed to make his shields bigger. I'm assuming we didn't look yet. Make his shields bigger and to make him do more damage on his ultimate. And then HP, and then ignore resistance. I like the ignore resistance, but I feel like it's pretty
What the hardest thing in the world is.
pretty kind of bland, you know, right?
Problems for health service.
Multi-element, I do, and I think they should have made his ultimate multi-hit, so he could use Witch's Remains in the Crown to have multiple chances to apply decreased defense. That's what I was thinking about this morning. I was like, okay, if I'm going to use him as a support, more so than a DPSer, because I want to get these debuffs up, I'm going to have accuracy on him. But also, whenever I use somebody with accuracy, I want them to have Witch's Remains or the Crown on so I can get decreased defense, because I'm already going high accuracy with them. I'm already trying to get decreased attack, decreased accuracy. I'm getting up these shields. I knew these shields would be based off of Enlightenment. These might be some fat shields, but it's based off of the target's max HP. But then 3,000% of our Enlightenment has to be. It wouldn't be the receiver's Enlightenment. And surrounding allies for 5 seconds. Man, the shields don't last very long. The shields only last for 5 seconds too, and the control. I understand the control lasting for 5 seconds out of 10 seconds, but I feel like the shields should last 10 seconds out of 10 seconds to give you coverage, because falling off, that's a lot of fall off. Don't you guys agree? No? I feel like that's falling off a lot. I mean, it's going to be reapplied pretty often. 5,000 of Enlightenment? 700, this is pretty big, guys. 710% of attack is kind of like a lot of people's normal. But then 5,000 of Enlightenment? That's pretty wild.
Do ye know what the hardest thing in the world is? Constantly.
Right? That's pretty wild. Where do we get his artifact? So if we do get enough to get his artifact, where do we pick that up? The event shop, right? I thought his artifact was here. I want an artifact for my... You want it for your Philologia instead of him? The shield artifact? Oh, the shields do last 6.5 seconds with the artifact. You're right. Yeah, 3,000% seems really huge. We'll have to see how big these shields really are. But where is the artifact? Well, I guess we'll find it eventually. Let me summon a few more times. Oh, it was there in the shop? Man, I'm blind. It's the sickness. It's me having a cold. That's why. What did it cost? 240? The same? We need 240 to get him. That's what we needed for Drist, correct? And we're at 300 already. And look, I only did how many summons? 40? 40 summons? I think I got pretty lucky, or we're getting quite a few every time we do a summons. Yeah. Either that or we're getting really lucky with the 30 drops, the 6 drops, all that kind of stuff. Must be. Okay, you said it was here. Exchange. You said it. Oh, up here at the very top. I see. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. But who wants to pay 1,400 of these gems? You see the fancy ones? Who wants to pay 1,400 of those for a frame, basically? You get 6 gold. Is it worth the 6 gold dice for 1,400 of this currency? But you have to buy them. You can't save up for that. Like free to play, you can't save up for this. You actually have to spend money to get these kind of gems. And then you're only getting like the frame. I feel like it's worth it. All right, let's pick up this bad boy for 240. Sold out. Okay, we got it.
Strength alone cannot eliminate all evil.
Elminster, where'd you go?
Come on, let's get some drinks.
The best solution to
Let's star this guy for our favorites. He should be on top now. All right, and where's his artifact? We got too many artifacts. It's a book. It's a book. Stu's still looking for a book. Where'd the book go? It's a book, right? It's a tome? Jesus, man. What's wrong with my eyes? Is it here? Oh my gosh. It's not there? Thought we just bought it.
do ye know what the hardest
Uh-oh. But when I clicked on it, it was a little bit weird. When I clicked on it, kind of just... Search Enlightenment? Okay, that's a good idea. Come over here to our artifacts. That's a really good idea. Come to Elminster, or whoever, it doesn't matter. And search Enlightenment.
problems for help seekers
What? Whoa.
should try it.
No book. Well, I hope that doesn't happen on the live server. Let's just hope that. Let's just hope that that does not happen. So I just wanted to know what its max enlightenment is, but I'm sure what other artifact has max enlightenment? It's going to be the same. We've got 90 here plus 15. Plus we would have got 25 and then the shields would have been longer too, right? Try and relog. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'd really like to test it with the artifact. That is a good idea. Let's see what we get. The mail? Okay. We'll relog and we'll try the mail. Yo, Chaos, what's happening? Good morning, good morning. OP Gamer, Blood Sample, good to see you guys. Welcome back, everyone. Just got here. Can I please see which epics are on this banner? Oh, yeah, all that's good on this banner is Furbath and Thea. But I can show you all the epics. Maybe there's something you're missing as far as the epics go. Wish it was Adolphus. I do too, man. I wish you would get Adolphus. I hope you do. All right, I hope it's here now.
The best solution to fear is knowledge. As a
Still not here.
dragon is what ye fear. In that case, escape would be
Oh boy.
the best option.
The book is not here. Oh, that's crazy. Maybe I have too many artifacts. It won't let me have more. We're capped out on artifacts. It wouldn't let me get any more. Wow, that's pretty wild. It would have been cool. Maybe, like I said, with the inspiration, I find them kind of boring. If the inspiration said that his shields would last a little bit longer and he has 100% uptime, that's pretty cool for an inspiration. If if it was more offensive instead of defensive to keep him alive, although he's too much of both, right? He's too much defensive and off, like a jack of all trades, but you got to have accuracy to land your debuffs. And it's not like he's going crazy accuracy. This does help. Excuse me. This does help. Ignore some of their resistance. This will make it so you don't have to have as much accuracy, but that's the very last one. This 30% HP, I don't feel is necessary. We could have something really cool there. Enlightenment's cool. That's going to help out our shield and our damage. HP, and then 20% less from critical damage. I guess it's all good. It's all good stuff. Basic inspirations. I would like to see them be a little more specialized. You're right. For a D&D hero, you're exactly right. But it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's gonna work out just fine. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna go with enlightenment artifacts. Derivative. No, this is derivative damage. What are we gonna go with? What artifact set? Skill haste. Lower attack? No, because we're not going to have high attack on him, so we wouldn't use this artifact set. We wouldn't use that artifact set. We could go with the inventor set because that's all we've got. It's either inventors or gambler, so it's not going to be gambler. He's not hitting multiple hits, so it's going to be the inventor set for sure. The other two ones don't even make sense for him. We could go for skill haste and skill haste. 2 skill haste on him. Let's just get some more damage here, I guess. This doesn't help out our shields, but his shields seem like they're going to be pretty fat already. So I'm going to look for crit rate and enlightenment. Not a lot of good options here yet. Crit rate, enlightenment, 2 in the crit rate, 1 in enlightenment. Let's check these guys out. Ones. Oh, I thought that was 3 into enlightenment. I was like, yeah, boy, let's go. 3 into accuracy, 1 into crit. Well, we do need some accuracy on him. Let's go with that. We do want to land some debuffs, I guess. Yeah, for sure. Enlightenment here on the chest piece. No enlightenment chest piece. Out of all these. Wow. So what are we going to do for gloves? Crit rate? For now, because we don't have a lot of crit on them. Crit rate with enlightenment substat. I'm going to go with this critical damage. Okay, now we've got to have something with enlightenment here. Enlightenment with crit rate. $14. Oh, Adolphus, sorry, buddy. I got to take this from you. Ooh, look at that skill haste. 3 hits into skill haste, 1 into crit. What a beautiful rune. Okay, here we can just go attack, or if we need to keep him alive, attack will be good. I like the defense on the tiara. It's pretty nice. He'll be, and plus he's ranged, so we'll keep him out of danger. Attack with enlightenment and crit rate. We've got one. Nice one. Enlightenment is 374. This would be over 400 for the bigger one if we had it. The book. I don't know where the book went. I really don't. You might have to craft the artifact too? What do you mean? Craft it. Oh, you mean go into our forge? No. But I'll look in the mailbox. Somebody said the mailbox. I don't see it in the mailbox. Go into our town and craft it. Okay. Where is my little... Why does this quit? The exchange shop? Yeah, we already went there. We got the artifact from the exchange shop and it did not go into our inventory. It's up here at the top. We clicked on it and it kind of flashed up, but I was clicking fast, you know, and then it just kind of disappeared. We'll do the Elminster quest. Maybe when we do the quest with him, it does something. What's going on? Exchange shop where artifacts are. This part? No. It didn't go into there. Token shop. Let's go to arena shop. Nope. Nowhere to be found. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, it's not there. You have to watch. You have to run. It's free. You run the quest line and it's free from him. You don't even have to worry about anything. Okay, let's run the quest line before we check out his damage. Let's do this. Let's see what the quest is all about. Yeah, have some meatballs, Elminster. Eat those up. Some fiery meatballs. Okay, I'm going to skip everything. I'm going to skip it all. If you guys want to see the story, no spoilers. We can save it for when you go through it yourself. I hope it's a cool story, but I hope it's not a long story, you know? Over this way. That's kind of a big problem. It could be just a test server issue. I do not believe it's going to be that way on live, but I will put a comment over here in content creator chat about it. To all the community managers, I will do that. Uh-oh. This is pretty sweet. Yeah, we're going to use our boy here. Same gear. Nope. No, this is the one that goes with us that we get for free. Wait, are all these free and leveled up, or is this from the test server that I leveled them? Oh, no, everybody gets to use all their heroes max leveled. And you don't have to worry about gear either. Okay, that's pretty fun. I like it when they do this.
Let me be your savior.
Did you hear what that lizard sounds like? Can you guys hear sound right now? Chrysos, I've never heard his voice, but his voice does not match what he is. I don't feel like.
Let me be your savior.
He sounds like a little lizard. Really, really little. You can't hear the game sound? Well, yeah, you can hear me for sure. A gnome says? Yeah, it sounds like a gnome, right? It definitely sounds like a gnome. Let me be your savior. Who could we put in with him? He's not. See, here's the thing. He's not Burn and he's not any of that. Oh, we're just going to put him by himself. He's got his alignment lead right now. Let's see what kind of damage he does based off of just giving him to us. There's our shields. Our shields are not super big. Oh, wow. I've got animations on. I haven't seen animations in a while. They're pretty cool. Yeah, he keeps saying it too. Let me be your savior. Definitely a gnome's voice. Oh my god. Okay, we'll throw in some more people after this battle. Hey, wait. What is his range? I thought his range was like 4 out and 4 around for giving everybody shields and then also giving them the control immunity. But he's not even reaching Chrysos right now. Look at this. It's from him. Like, he's the center of it, and then it goes out from Elminster. But I thought it was like 4 this way and 4 that way. I know it's bigger than the regular kind of diamond-shaped, cross-shaped one. All right, this is taking too long. Should I end it? I guess not. I was gonna end it and put a whole bunch of people in there. Yeah, I think we must be like one square away. I don't know. It's pretty good range, but I guess we're 1 square. This doesn't look like he should be a square away. Maybe it's only 3 forward and 3 to the sides. Still pretty good. I'll take 3 all around him. That's a good range. His effects look sweet. I mean, everybody's effects look sweet, right?
Let me be your savior.
Uh-oh, I gotta sneeze.
Let the power of magic
Grant me strength.
lead my way.
Let me be your savior.
Let the power of magic lead my
Let
way.
me be. Grant me.
Decrease attack and decrease accuracy is very strong. So we don't get any debuffs up. We don't get control. Control, you still need accuracy to apply control. We've got block control. We've got shields, which I know we can make much bigger. Like, we're going to do way more the damage than this. This is a preloaded one that has no gear. Our Elminster will do immensely more damage and have, I would assume, bigger shields. Don't touch that green goo. Don't mess around with green slime, guys. If you see green slime outside it, don't touch it. All right, where to next? Back there? Is this a whole new area, or is this just because it's a test server and I haven't pushed over here? This looks like it might be a new area. Oh, no. This is the normal crater. No, we have a chief challenge sitting right here. Never mind. We've been here. We'll be able to teleport around when we do this on our main accounts. Okay, wrong way. Oh, attack? Uh-oh. I had another option besides attack. Whoopsie. Where's Carf at? Let's get Carf in here. Sure. Let's get Durham in here that doesn't give buffs to our poor Elminster. Yeah, it's just like it, right? What's going on, Demon? How you doing today? Damage-wise, we won't see what he can do here. No, we won't see that. We won't see that until we get done with this event. Once we get done with this, we'll jump over into just a dungeon. Or maybe we can use Elminster. Well, I'll use Elminster. Here's the fun thing. Since I haven't finished, I think we're up to floor 160 in Fey Meander. We did finish the pillar, the trials, but we haven't finished Fey. So once I get him on my main server, we'll use him as our centerpiece to go through Fey and see how well we can do. I don't think he's going to help us a lot there. Like I said, his ultimate doesn't have... If his ultimate hit 3 times, we could put him in a stun set, and we could put him in Witch's Remains. Then he's all-around support, plus some damage, plus some shields, control, stuns in a stun set, decrease attack, decrease accuracy. It would probably be a fun time, but we can't do all that. Like, stun set with somebody who only hits 1 time on their ultimate is far less effective. We definitely don't want to put Witch's Remains since he hits 1 time. They should have done that. They should have thought about that multi-hit. I think they know that. They know that if they made him hit 3 times, it would have been really beneficial for those. And I guess they just did. They thought it'd be too much, I guess. I think it'd be okay because he doesn't hit the board. Carf hits the whole entire board. If I made him and he was a D&D guy, I'd make him hit the whole entire board 3 times just like Carf. But I guess they don't want to do that. Just like Varesh, Carf, you know, those guys that hit everything 3 times, that would have been really sweet. But even if he's not going to, like if he's not going to hit the whole board, at least let him hit 3 times. Uh-oh. We got a lot of drakes in here. They're pretty big on our screen. Pretty cool. Elminster, I don't think you were helping out a lot there, buddy. I think all those other guys were doing the heavy lifting. If we bump up his skill haste. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Stabad. We could put 2 skill haste sets on him since we don't really have to have Inventor set because we're not worried about that additional damage. Put 2 skill haste sets so we can get up our decrease attack, decrease accuracy, and our shields in control more often. But we're talking like real support, right? Very much a support hero. Like all we're doing is trying to focus on being support. And that's if his shields are nice. And if they're up when we need them. Oh, sneeze again. Man, my eyes are watering up. Okay, the wizard tower. Is that his wizard tower? Uh-oh. We're getting jumped. Right outside the gates. Which is fine, right? Fire needs a good support, don't they? But we already have an amazing Adolphus, but maybe not everybody has Adolphus. But you could have gotten Adolphus yesterday or the day before, or even right now, I believe, for 6 summons. If you guys are on Season 2 at the end of Season 2 and you don't have Adolphus, get 6 summons somewhere and get that the select epic chest from the banner summons and get Adolphus. He's like a legendary. It is way worth it. 6 summons. Plus you get all those scrolls too. I think that's live right now. I hope it didn't go away yet. But I did do a video on that, so like a week ago, or maybe even longer. So you guys should know. Oh, Saruman? Cool. His name is Sam Master? Samaster? Is that his name? Uh-oh. It's about to get serious. Looks sweet, though. Is this the final fight? It is. Looks like it. Okay, so all of our heroes are leveled up. We don't have to worry about gear. But are the heroes like last time? Remember how we had support? We need to go look at somebody like Sigrid and Usha, because Sigrid and Usha had 0 crit because they considered them support. And we couldn't even use them effectively last time we fought Eratu with the Drist event, which was really weird. See, he's got, like, guys like this are exceptionally well. The guys who take advantage of enlightenment as well as attack are very strong. Just like Elminster is going to be really strong in this event because they get really inflated attack. They get nice enlightenment. You get a 100% chance to crit and a lot of critical damage. For us to do this on a hero for ourselves, like Karf, it'd be hard for us to do. This would be very hard for me to get a lot of attack, a lot of enlightenment, critical damage, and crit rate. Not impossible, but those guys traditionally do really well against this boss. So it's going to be just like Eratu. It's going to be the same. Yes, Trumpus, what's going on? Test server. This is the test server. So people like Eli are going to do well, but let's check out Sigrid and see if she's still categorized as support. Please tell me she's got a 100% chance to crit. She's not a support. Neither is Usha. She's a damn warrior that does damage. They didn't listen to us. They didn't listen to us at all. So weird they didn't listen to us. So it's just a repeat of last time with a few new heroes in our arsenal. Oh, can I use mine? That's the assist one. Oh, it won't matter if I use mine. Well, no, mine has my guy has scrolls in him. Hold on, my nose is running again. Damn it, I'm sick.
Let me be your savior.
The Banshee anchors away.
Let me be your savior.
Okay, what'd I miss? Time to play L again? Yeah, I mean, you'd play him anyways, right? You'd play Eli anyways because
Your savior.
he does really well with Enlightenment. He does well with attack. He has a 100% chance to crit here. And he's categorized as not a support. But look, man, Usha is not support.
Your savior.
Does that mean Erasus? Is he categorized as support? Because he does the same thing Usha does. It's just not good. Man, Hello, strange girls. Yeah, it's my kids. I think it's my kids. My son had a runny nose for like a week. And I think I got that. That's what's happening.
Let me be your savior.
Sneezing a lot.
Anchors away.
Did I miss anybody's comment? Look, game, what's happening?
Let me be your savior.
Uh-oh. Man, the graphics look so good. They really do. They did such a good job with using the space, making the graphics look amazing, spacing the heroes out enough that everything looks wonderful. Because I'm really enjoying God's Raid. We've been playing God's Raid for a while, but God's Raid doesn't have everything spaced well. And there's no collision in God Raid. You kind of see how there's kind of collision here? Not always. When people jump around in here, we can see that they jump around and move around, but there is a sense of collision in this game that everybody doesn't kind of clump up. In God's Raid, they don't use the space wisely, and they kind of have it more narrow, so everybody does clump up, and it's kind of hard to see what's going on. Once you start playing, you know what's happening, but it's nowhere near as beautiful as this. It's a long fight. Yeah, the boss does look awesome, doesn't it? I know, I love everything. I love, like, anytime I see something with this game, it just looks so good. Who died already? Oh, we don't have any healers, huh? Oh, no, we've got Chrysos giving us shields and heals based off of that. Decrease attack from 2 units, 3 units. But, oh, we just didn't put in a 4th. It's not that anybody died. We didn't put in a 5th. That's what it is. Okay. So this will be nestled right here, and we'll be able to play this for I don't know how long. But every day for a while. This boss will transform in 5 days, which will grant it new skills. Oh, so it's going to get harder. Just really disappointed. It's only 3 characters you can use. It's only 3 characters against this boss. I am really disappointed they didn't listen to us. I don't like everybody should just have a 100% crit rate. It doesn't matter. Or you need to go through with a fine-tooth comb and like play the game and know what's going on, because there is no way in hell Usha, Sigrid, and whoever else is set to 15% chance to crit is madness.
Prepare for battle.
Oh no, she's actually up. They changed her. They just didn't change Sigrid. That's good. Maybe they did listen a little bit. Maybe they just forgot about Sig. Maybe they were like, she's going to do decrease attack and heal block. Even though I don't think we need heal block on this guy. But at least she's not at 15% crit. Because at 15% crit, they're not viable. You can't play them against this boss. You don't get enough damage in there. I don't remember who else was down to 15% chance to crit. Because Sigrid and Usha were the main ones we were trying to use because they were rares, you know, good rares. I don't know who else. No, wait, wasn't Letalis at 100% chance to crit? I mean, he's labeled a support, so I guess not. All right, Eli's still good. Like this dude, look at this guy. He's a support? He's no more support than, like, Eli. What? He has one move that blocks healing. Useless. Can't use him. Like, Dents has got a 100% chance to crit. There'll be some new ones. There'll be some fun new ones. I'm sure we're going to use a lot of burn. I don't see electrocute working out because it's only one enemy, right? There's no 2 points here to hit for electrocute. Burn's going to be fine. Let's look over here at Horatius. Where's he at?
Fight for the queen.
Okay. He's burned, so at least he's at 100% chance to crit with critical damage. If he would have been 10% or 15% chance to crit, they're like support. Is it waste of dice? Season 3 banner? What do you mean? Come on. Let's go test him out. He's got really high multipliers for his damage component. Really, really high. I mean, any team that we used before, any team that we used on the Chief challenges, you could probably put in here right now with this guy. But we're looking for the most damage. Do we fight this once a day, right? We don't have to save our score. We can do a whole bunch of different testing. And even if we do save our score, we can... Here it is. That's 8 million. Is that 80 million? Where's our commas? 8 million. How hard is it to get 8 million? And does Elminster do additional damage? You would think, right? Because he's the... He's the one.
Just means you've stood up for something before.
Fire. Adolphus with him.
The ones looking to prepare to charge.
Adolphus has pretty light enlightenment for some reason. Like really light. Did they try to nerf Adolphus? I don't remember what his enlightenment was last season for this kind of stuff. His HP defense is kind of low. And we've got healing. We've got Carf in here. No witches remains because we can't gear anybody up. Let's take away... Let's go with Netta. And Erich.
You're going nowhere other down to ashes.
And what abilities does this guy have? I don't remember. I don't think we looked. Let's go with HP. Enlightenment. Who else benefits from enlightenment? Adolphus does. Okay, 60 enlightenment. Yeah, let's go. Let me see what this guy does. Dealing damage to all enemies and fearing them. Okay. Well, he fears, so if we have that control immunity from Elminster up, that'll help. And if we use Phlogia and we use Lydia, we've got control immunity. Who else? There's that one new legendary from this season that gives us control immunity too. The guy that's holding that head, he gives us control immunity. All enemies and removes their shields. Oh, okay then. This guy's doing damage to all enemies and removes shields. He's doing damage to all enemies and fear them. And then here, deals multi-hit necrotic damage to all enemies. This skill does 50% additional damage when Samaster is not inflicted with any debuffs. So we just got to have a debuff up on him. Which we normally would do that for ultimate anyways to get decreased attack up. Elminster right there, boom. You see that debuff on the boss? Vulnerability. Okay, he's going to remove all shields. Yep, he did. We got the debuff up on him. So this boss is on a what? It says 18 seconds, but Gandalf's able to stay with him. How are we able to stay with him fast? No, we weren't. I guess we must have been... We had to get battle skill heal from Adolphus to give us a little boost. Because we are falling behind. Can I go faster? This is it? I'm like, can I go faster in speed, or do we have 3 times speed? Because this is a pretty long battle. Oh, we don't have everybody centered around our boy Gandalf to even get everybody's shields. Remember, he's like a 3x3. We didn't place this properly at all. Oh no, we lost somebody. Oh, we didn't get our 8 million. Let's place everybody around him. And let me look at this range on it. Oh, it's only 2 squares. 2 squares all around him. That's okay. Well, this guy hits everybody regardless, so it doesn't really matter. We don't have to worry about placement. This dude hits everyone, and then everyone. Unless that one is a diamond-shaped attack, which it might be. Let's test it. If it's a diamond-shaped attack, he's going to hit these 3 with that one move. All enemies. All enemies. Multi-hit, necrotic to all enemies. No, it's all enemies. Everything is all enemies. Okay, so that makes it easy. We don't have to worry about placement. Okay, let's see what we get. When you're not in 10 times anymore, and you haven't been playing God's Raid. If you've been playing God's Raid, they have a really fast speed on that. So when I play that, and I come back over here, it feels slow. Hey Wolf, thanks so much. Wolfie, 40 minutes ago you gave me a sub, and I didn't say anything. I was busy, you know, looking at everything else going on with Elminster. Thank you so much for the support, my man. Appreciate the love. Maybe the artifact's on Drax. The artifact is on somebody else. It's not actually a big range. It's surprising. It's only a 2x2 for his shields, which is another kind of. It's not even a diamond. It's not even a cross section. Yeah, blood sample. I'm having a good time for sure. Every day I wake up and that's the first thing I do is get my energy and do what I need to do. I got to do videos tonight on this game and then on that game as well. Like Ardrith, I don't think he's as strong as Ardrith, but I do think for fire he's a good support. But hold on. Let me hold on to that thought and test him out normally. Let's go into a dungeon because right here these are pre-made. They're all level 100. Nobody has gear on. We can't augment anything. We don't have any kind of artifacts on. Let's go test him out and see what he can really hit for, what he can really shield for in the normal part of the game. Like if we were using him in Fae, if we're using him in dungeons, let's test that out. I think he's going to be good support, no doubt. I think he's going to be pretty cool in... I don't know. I really feel that limited range is going to affect him, though. This limited range to put my people in this together means that he's going to get hit quite often. Everybody's going to get hit quite often. A 2x2 from him is pretty bad. It's not even a hex square. The square gives us at least one more further away at the square points. So they made it to where we got to be right up on him, pretty much. Which I don't like. I don't want all my team to get nuked by other people that have a square or a cross attack. It'd have to be really strong for me to warrant putting all my people in danger, especially in something like PvP or Fae, where they can all get nuked. But maybe I can put him next to build him tanky and put him next to a tank. I don't know. It just sounds weird doing that because I don't want to build him tanky. I don't think anybody does. Garia shields plus Elminster shields? What? I don't think so. I think Garia shields are good, but I don't think you're going to put them together. Do you think so? Against the Vortex boss? Garius and Elminster and then DPS? Straight up DPS? But we could have Garius and Ardrith still because they're all radiant. Like forever, for the end of time, we could have Rose, Garius, Ardrith, or Sagamir, Garius, Ardrith, for forever. So I don't know why we need anybody else. And then 2 DPS. If it goes Radiant Fire, which is going to next season, then we just have Total Nan and Erich or something like that, right? 2 fire DPS to go with it on Vortex. To the end of time, we got it made with Radiant. Yeah. Did we get 8 million that fast? We got 8 million much faster this time. And everybody's been shielded and taken care of. Okay, now on this, are we trying to get as a really high damage as possible or only 8 million every day? This is pretty free to play, right? This is pretty damn free to play. We've got Horus, which everybody gets for free. We've got Netta, Erich, which everyone gets for free. We got Elminster, which you would have to roll for, of course. They're not going to give you Elminster, are they? I don't think they give you one to play with. I think you have to have your own at this point when you fight him every day. And then Adolphus. And then instead of Adolphus, I guess what other kind of support could we bring in here to give us some heals if we didn't have Adolphus? I'm not sure. Let's look at the healing. See, Adolphus is rocking the healing because all these shields, right? He's not even healing for that much. He's only at 600,000. Wow. And this guy is clearing shields, so it would be nice to have somebody that could heal. Megan? Megan for increased defense along with the heal over time and these shields. I bet we'd be fine. Bet we bring Megan in 8 million easy every single day. They should. What's going on? Sabad, what should they do? I missed it. Was it something in reference that I was talking to? We need debuffs. Well, we got debuffs on the boss from Elminster. He's taking care of that part. And every once in a while, I guess Horus is trying to put up a decreased attack. If he can hit it. But I mean, this is free to play every day. Free to play comes in here and beats him down, no problem. We don't need multiple teams, right? I remember when we were doing Drist, we were always talking about like all these different teams to do a lot of damage. We don't, do we? I mean, free to play just needs to get that 8 million. We get the tokens, and then you try to see how far away you are from getting Elminster at the... Well, you need an Elminster to do this. Okay. Okay, let's take that out. You need Elminster. Free to play is going to want to be able to fight this dragon every day to see how many tokens we get. Right? To get 8 million every day. Plus, they're going to go do those 7 different battles for 8 tokens each. Then they're going to do whatever we got from running through, which I didn't pay attention, running through the story just now. And they're going to want to see how close they are to getting Elminster at the end. But to do that, we're going to have to come in here with something besides him to do that. So now we would need some debuffs, preferably decreased attack. See, that's why he's strong, because look, when you're looking for decreased attack right now, who do you have? We got nothing, you know? I was trying to pull up the hero, and then we could go to the drop down to where we look for decreased attack, but I don't think we can look in this menu for it. Everybody who has it. Okay, I got an idea. So for free from the trials, we got what's her name, and we used her to get through Ancient Battlefield 9. She goes with the team. And she's going to slow speed the boss and decrease attack. Done deal. This is it. Here we go. As long as Adolphus can keep us alive. And she's going to slow the boss. She's only got a 10% chance to crit. What's her accuracy? 286. Will this work? Can we slow this boss? I see decreased attack from Horus. We can slow the boss. This is it. This is a done deal. As long as we can stay alive. Now we can stay in rotation with the boss. We're going to slow the boss down so it doesn't get as strong. So we'll get to that 8 million easier without taking a lot of damage. And we just micromanage when... Whatever her name is. I can't remember. It's Lizard. Does her ultimate. And even if she wasn't scrolled, I don't think mine is scrolled actually. Yeah, you don't need her scrolled. Although we did just miss the slow speed. I'm still going to fire this decreased attack off because this move kind of like lingers, right? So maybe, well, I was going to. Let's get that slow speed up. There we go. As long as we get that slow speed up, we'll be able to hit it before the boss does its ultimate again. I'm hoping. It's 10 seconds of slow speed. We should be able to. And we want slow speed up as often as possible so the boss doesn't ramp up. Come on, come on. All right, we got it. This is 6 seconds, right? So we could do it when the boss gets ready to do its ultimate. That way we'd have decreased attack up for this first ability, or we could do it on the second ability to have it up for the second and third for decreased attack. Now the boss kind of lags when it does its ultimate, so we don't need to do decreased attack immediately right when the bar gets there. I think we wait a second, like right about... no, he kind of goes the same time. And he freezes time too, so we can't really cheese out some seconds. But we'll still cover that first ability with decreased attack. But is he cheating? Like, does he freeze time and our debuff still count down? Or does he freeze time and our debuff stop, like most do? I can't tell, because his ultimate was taken over our ultimate. Like, we froze and he did his ultimate. Some bosses, the bosses freeze and we get to finish our ultimate animation first. Oh, we're behind. We're behind. We must not have gotten a slow speed. Maybe I should hold this one. Let's hold it. Let's hold it and do it right at this second one. Let's see when the second one does its animation. This ability coming up right now. Whoa, we're stunned. Okay, I got it up before he did a move. Okay, that's good. We're not looking good, though, as far as our health. We're still short of that 8 million, though. It's not looking good. We're getting that feared. Oh, get him before he gets to hit us. Okay. So even though we get feared on that first ability, we still have enough time to come out of that fear and have decreased attack up for the second ability and the ultimate, which is saving us. We take this, we get feared sometimes. Right when we pop out of that fear, we hit him before he does his second ability because he takes a long time. And then we're covered for the ultimate. Okay, this works out nicely. I just... I don't think we're going to make 8 million. And we could kind of pull it on full auto because if she gets... Did we lose somebody? Okay, we lost Erich. Because when she comes out of it, she'll just automatically do the ability. We need 1 more million. We're not going to make it. Erich is gone, and somebody else is about to die here. Oh, so close. Okay, somebody's about to die here coming up. Adolphus. So close. This would be a really good free-to-play team if you had Adolphus, right? The rest of it's all free. We didn't need to buy anything for Drist? Yeah, you probably won't need to, right? I don't know if you didn't need to buy anything. You got 240 of those daggers without buying anything. I think you can get a lot, but I don't remember not having to buy anything. Maybe like 10 summons? How many of these did we get a day? I didn't, damn it. I didn't look to see how many we got a day. It'll tell us though, right? At the 8 million, it'll tell you how many. Yeah, it'll say.
This shall be an effortless victory.
Well, she doesn't need anything. There's nothing that she's going to get that's going to increase her healing ability. Because the target's max HP. That's a recovery over time. If she could have an artifact to increase her healing, we could do that. But, okay, if she comes up here, we'll have a diamond shaped. Is that right? What if she does like 3 whole row? I should do it, right? Right. Okay, this is it. For each debuff on him, he takes 10% additional damage. And he take 50% additional damage when Elminster was deployed. But we didn't have him deployed. That's pretty cool that he takes like 50% additional just by having Elminster deployed. That's crazy. But we didn't have him deployed when we did the 7 point something million. And that was pretty good. Yo, Arturo, what's happening, buddy? You playing those new maps, my friend? I like all the new maps they've added. I got that Ram 9 unlocked, but I don't have the other. Assault rifle unlocked, and the Ram 9's pretty massive. Do we really need a tank in here? Do we? Since it's all well, we need somebody. You know what? Good question. We do need somebody to take the basic attacks, right? Because we are getting hit by a basic normal swipe ability. Single target, right? To a tank. But can that tank be somebody like Megan? Let's look at the stats. It can. It definitely can. We would build it that way. We'd bring in somebody like, what's her name? Right here. We'd bring in my gorgeous little girl right here to tank a lot of times. She's got defense of 2,100. Let's see what Megan's got.
This shall be an
2,000.
victory.
Now, what is 2,000 compared to our boy here?
Prepare to charge.
2,400, but he does mitigate a lot of damage. He can mitigate damage here. He can decrease attack as well. And he gets shields up on himself. That doesn't mean that she cannot be our tank, though. She can be our tank. If we get enough defense. If that's enough defense. We can't change any more than that. If that's enough defense to mitigate those attacks, then yes. Which would mean we could bring in another support, right? Slow speed, decrease attack for free from the pillars. We've got that for free, this for free, this one for free. What else? What else would we bring in for fire or necrosis? Similar defense, yeah. I feel like we need another. I feel like we just need another healer. Damage-wise, for these three, it was enough, right? Zarloth. Zarloth would be pretty nice. And then any kind of rare option we could try first? What about Adri? Oh, man, my girl Adri, let's go. Knock that boss back. Slow it even more. We'll stagger our slow speeds. We'll slow speed with Adri for 10 seconds. We'll slow speed with Kurza. What's her name? Kurza? Kyrza? Kyrza. We'll slow speed with her, decrease attack with her. We'll get ultimate gauge knockback with this one. It should go pretty well, but we have no... That sucks. We've got no special lead. Let me just see what happens really quick. So if we micromanage... Let's see when Adri's going to knock back. Okay, Adri, that was a really bad time to knock back because it didn't knock back at all because the boss had just taken its second ability here. I was hoping I wouldn't have to micromanage Adri. Okay, she's gonna knock back now. Perfect. Slow speed the boss, which is gonna last 10 seconds. Plenty of time for us to get in here and get our ability up. Right there. I kind of would like Adri to do it sooner than that. She will. She'll do it kind of during the boss's third portion of its abilities. Right about there. Boom. And this means we get our heals in more often. We get our damage in way more often. The boss doesn't get this 200% additional damage. Decrease attack up for that second ability. Slow speed again. Decrease attack will be up for the ultimate. We're holding Adri until the beginning portion of the boss's move. Let it get a little bit of ultimate here in the beginning. Then slap him. There we go. Let's see if we can get that 8 million. Plus debuffs are up now, spread out, so we're doing kind of more consistent damage the whole time. The boss takes 10% additional damage, was it, per debuff? So now there's 4 debuffs up. It's taking 40% additional damage, which is quite a bit. 30% additional right now. Slap it again for some more. Oh, that's right. Decrease accuracy on Adri too on that second ability. So we're really rotating some debuffs. This helps out a lot. I don't remember how many stacks the boss had last time. When we kind of fell apart. Adri for everything. Adri is just the killer, right? She's so good. I love this girl. Decrease accuracy, knock back that ultimate, slow speed. She works in all chief challenges. So many dungeon bosses. And this new one that they've given us, right, from Pillars. She's been amazing. We got this, guys. We got this easy. The boss can't even take, the boss can't get to that many turns to really ramp up because we're slowing it down so much. And we're getting a lot of debuffs to get that additional damage, which is really helping out. This is a complete free-to-play team. Now we can't set up, you'd have to do this manual every day. We can't set up timings for this. Too bad she has support stats. Yeah, it would be cool if she had a 100% chance to crit. She could definitely pull in some real damage. I mean, look. We only got 2 damage dealers, but that's all right. As long as, free to play can get 8 million every day, we can see how many token statues they have at the end of the event, and then whether they need to do summons or not to get Elminster for free. This is great. And there's tons of room for error if you're not good at clicking this button when you need to. Because look, we're doing some serious damage. Man, it's always about, this is every chief challenge, every boss, everything. It's always about slowing them down. If you can slow them down and knock back their ultimate, you stop them from getting this buildup of that damage. Easy times. And I'm really glad that this girl was in Pillars for free. The lizard that looks like Total Nan. Because she really did make it so I could make a free-to-play Ancient Battlefield 9 team for Season 2. Slowing the Ancient Battlefield boss down, doing decreased attack when it does its ultimate, made it so that everybody could be in line and not have to worry about skill haste. Yeah, this team's rocking it. She's OP, right? Yeah, I think so. Well, any hero like Rose, it can do recharge speed penalty along with decreased attack. Kurza. Who else do we have? There's like one other one that can do it too. There's not that many. I think there's one other hero that can do recharge speed penalty and decreased attack. But maybe not on the ultimate. Like she can do it on her ultimate, so we can always time it, right? Oh yeah, that's right. The new one, the Spider Lady. And she is really good. That's it, 12 million. We got it. Pretty happy with this. Let's put them on full auto. Okay, free to play's got it made. As long as you've got these heroes and you don't have to have them leveled up, you don't have to have gear on them, you don't have to worry about artifacts. You do need, it would probably help to have some skill books in Megan and in Adri. To be honest, it'd probably help. It might help to even have skill books in your DPS too, but with us going that much, what is that, 5 million over the 8 million we need, I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think it's going to be mandatory for you to have skill books in your DPS. Like in Erich. You're not going to need scrolls in Erich. Why is she holding on so? Why is she doing so well? She doesn't want to die. She's rare? No, she's an epic. She's an epic you get from Season 2 doing the pillars, the trials. That's it, done. I mean, nobody has to worry about making any other teams. If you had Netta, like there's going to be somebody out there though that's going to be like, I don't have Netta, I don't have Adri, and I don't have Megan. Like they're going to say that. Somebody's going to say, I'm on Season 2 at the end of Season 2 and I don't have one of these rares. It's RNG. It's going to happen because I don't have 2 epics right now. And if one of those 2 epics I don't have would have been Garius, I'd be out of luck, right? SOL. That could have happened. The 2 that I'm missing right now could have been Garius, could be one of them. And I'd be like, God, I would love to know what Garius is like. Everybody says he's so good. But I'm sure there's people out there that don't have these rares. So would we make other teams? Yeah, we could make other teams. I guess in some other elements. But we need somebody that can do slow speed, as you've seen. Always helps the most. So if there are those, like if you've got those options, if you've got Rose for slow speed and decreased attack, you got it pretty made. I don't remember who else. We'd have to go back out and look through the gallery to where we can do decreased attack. And then I can see who has slow speed as well. He knocks back the ultimate. Holdork does if he's close enough. He knocks back. Jorn would be fine because Jorn does decrease attack plus knock back the ultimate. So Jorn would work as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be slow speed, but definitely enough to knock it back so the boss doesn't ramp up as quick and we can get all our heals and damage in. I'd like to test Stagamuffin. He's just so unreliable, man. This guy right here. I wonder what kind of stats they gave him too. Let me check this guy out. Did they give this guy a 100% chance to crit? Or do you think they just gave him 15? Do you think they call him a support? %10 chance to crit. What? Are you serious, man? Is there a rank reward? Yeah, there's overall rank rewards. There always are, but we're talking about you're not going to place. I think there were always overall rank rewards for this at the end where you got a few extra. I'm thinking for free to play, but for you, like if you got a good account and you want to do really, really well, I think for sure there's going to be some overall ranking rewards. But if you're free to play, just squeezing by on your 8 million, I don't think you're going to have to be, I don't think you're going to be able to try to bet on getting a few extra, maybe like 1 or 2 if they just hand out top 50%, which I don't know. I don't know if they're doing that or not. What's going on here? Just red dots? Okay, just red dots. Man, so Stagamuffin is at 10%. What? You know, the reason why I don't like it is it just limits our option. There's no reason for it. There's no reason on an event like this, since we said so much about it for the Drist event, that that these heroes should have 10% chance to crit. We would never build them that way. We would build them with like 250 accuracy. We get 50 from our elemental advantage. And then we'd have close to 100% chance to crit. Or at least a decent amount of crit. You could have at least given those guys like 70% chance to crit. If they're support. Because, you know, how much of a support is Sigrid? Sigrid's not a support. Sigrid's a nuker that has some debuff abilities. So putting her in this event, putting Sigrid in this event with 10% chance to crit like you did before is just sad. You're just limiting people's options is what it comes to. It's not like you're just limiting options for I feel like for no reason, because that's just not the way you would build those heroes regardless. You wouldn't build them that way. Debuffs. Dane's not going to work. Brody's not going to work. Horus is fine for a tank, but we don't need a tank as we've seen. Oh, it's only giving me fire. Okay.
The look of fear. So unsightly. So
Rose will work easily. Sagamir will work. Sagamir to decrease attack and accuracy. Get people's ultimate up. That'll work for him. She'll work. She'll slow the boss down along with decreased attack and debuffs up all the time so we can get the additional damage in. Her with a whole bunch of rares would work easily. Golin, decreased attack plus ultimate knockback on the battle skill. Ripe Kiss. Ultimate knockback on Ripe Kiss, 50% chance to knock it back 20% on 3 different hits on that ultimate. Plus all the different debuffs so we could get additional damage on the boss. Ripe Kiss will work. Decrease attack, fur bath, and healing. Of course we could do that. Slow speed from Theodore on his battle skill for 2 hits, plus decrease attack on his ultimate. Theodore would work, but I guarantee you Theodore is, 10% chance to crit. I guarantee it. So that kind of sucks. Shook? What is Shook? Support too? Come on, man. We don't build these heroes that way. My son's leaving to go with his friends to this a park thing. It's actually a lot of fun. There's a rappel lines and things to climb and have fun with. There's a other adult going that's driving them there. It's hard to build with 10% chance to crit. Yeah, it is. It's hard to get any damage with 10% chance to crit. You can see how much damage all of our guys were doing. Our guys that have 10% chance to crit were doing as much damage as Megan. And that's never how we build these people. We never have Megan doing the same kind of damage as Sigrid. That doesn't happen. Or her even at 10% chance to crit. Makes no sense. Sure, she does recharge speed penalty and decrease attack. Shield prohibition. But you get the accuracy needed and then we go for damage. And Zadie you don't build for support either. It's sad. Yeah, they should have at least give support 70% chance to crit. Doesn't have to be 100, that's fine. At least 70, so they can be viable. We can use them. Like this.
Don't even think of harming
Arena.
my enemies as long as I'm around.
Arena as a support? Yeah, she does decreased attack and gives shields, but we never build her like as a tank. What would be the use? You wouldn't even use her then. Latalis we could use to knock back the ultimate gauge and slow him down, but Latalis is not going to have a 100% chance to crit. Devrick support too? Is that it? If it's just labeled support, that's just the way it is? Let me check Devrick really quick. But he's very inconsistent. He's not consistent with applying this 50% chance to apply, or 60% I think on his ultimate when he's skilled, and then where'd he go? Where'd he go? What's wrong with my eyes? Where is he? 10%. Yep. That's it. If it says support, that's what they get. Would be unkillable. Yeah, a lot of people want to use that artifact with her. I think his artifact along with even Adolphus is going to be fine. Isolde? Just for some shields and decreased attack? We don't need her in there. We don't even need a tank, like a legitimate tank to fight this boss. We did that free-to-play team. I think that free-to-play team is going to cover 90% of the players out there for Season 2. They should have those rares. And if you got those rares, you've got 13 million. At least 8 million. So then you can get all these as free. And then see how many you have at the end of the season with doing the magic trials. The daily fights. And that's it. It's just those two, right? Yeah. And then we don't know where his artifact went. We got his artifact. I don't know where it went. I'll write over in content creator chat about this because I really don't want this to happen on the live server. If we go to the live server and we get this artifact and it doesn't go into our inventory, everybody's going to be pretty upset. It's got to be a test server thing. I'm praying it's a test server thing, but I really wish we could test it out. Oh, yeah. We got to test out Elminster. What am I talking about? Guys, let's go. We've only tested him out. We've tested him to where they regulate the gear. We haven't seen his true potential, what kind of shields we can get, what kind of damage we can get. We haven't done any of that. Where are my dungeons? What's going on? What's going on with this test server? Can I not teleport? Where's my map control to go anywhere? You know how you would click on the map, not on this side. Here. Oh, let me go to my book. Here we go. My journal. I guess nothing's unlocked. Dungeons. In the collaboration. Oh, this is a collaboration adventure. Quit anyways. Do we just quit to get out of here? I feel like this is going to quit the game. No, it doesn't. Okay. When it says quit, I feel like it's going to quit the game, not... okay, somebody said maybe go look to craft the artifact. You can't craft artifacts, though. There's no crafting an artifact. We bought it. I get what you're saying, though. You're just trying to look at ways to see where that artifact could have gone because we purchased it and it's not there for us. I got you, but... Who knows where it went? Who knows? A bug? Yeah. Definitely. Okay, what have we got? We haven't done any of Fae Meander, but we are going to use Elminster on my main account once we get him in a few days and go through the rest of Fae with him. Or at least try to. I don't know if we're going to be able to. On test server, it's a bug? Yeah, I just hope it's not a bug on live. I hope it's only the test server. Okay, I haven't geared anybody in here in forever, but we do have Elminster geared. He's ready to go. So now we just need somebody to tank for us.
For something before.
Let's go with kind of the same team we used a minute ago for fun. Let's see what happens.
An effortless victory.
Oh, no, we can't use a Dree. Actually, let's bring him in.
This shall be an effortless victory.
Elminster. Who else do we have? We have fire. We have a lot of fire, but I don't want them to...
You're the ones looking to provoke me.
I don't want them to, you know, outdo Elminster. Although we've got him with decent amount of enlightenment. Wait, his crit rate is that high?
Never underestimate the power.
His crit rate is 112. I didn't realize that.
Of course, not that of
We could go with critical...
either.
Oh, he's got a lot of critical damage on these. It'd have to be critical damage with crit rate, and it'd have to be here in the Eventer set, which would drop us 33, quite a lot. But when he does crit, it should be pretty nice. He's at 78. I mean, 78 is pretty good. Why is his critical damage so low? Because he has so much enlightenment? Enlightenment,
Do ye know what the hardest thing in the world is?
enlightenment, enlightenment.
Constantly solving new problems for
Yeah.
job seekers.
Well, he's getting 5,000% additional enlightenment, so we'll see how that works out when he does crit. Screw it, let's go. Let's just use this team.
One day, I shall stand
Do I have any...
in the sunlight.
What is this guy, vampire? One day I should stand in the sunlight? What is this guy? What's wrong with Edgar? Come on, man, you can't stand in the sunlight? This guy's a vampire. She's kind of got gear, that's good.
The halls of knowledge.
I don't know what she's trying to do with this inventor set over here. Okay, I know he's geared. He is not geared. Enlightenment.
I've always been this caustic. You'll get used to it eventually.
Enlightenment. It's on Ogok. Good. Now, we don't have an artifact for both of them right now because it didn't give it to us. This is for healing. It has enlightenment on it. Now, when he does heal because of shields, it will be higher healing, but it's going to have to be when he heals. When he does when he casts a shield on top of another shield.
I've always.
All right, 4-man team, let's go. All right, shields are up. Oh, they got to be around him for the shield. That's right. He's only got a 2x2. That's right. See, Adolphus can cover the whole entire board with shields. We got to be 2 squares away from Elminster, which is kind of sad. 2 squares away means nobody's near Elminster, even to get his control immunity. Oh, man. Did he do his ultimate yet? He's about to do his ultimate. Here we go. We don't have Witch's Remains up, though.
Over before it began.
56,000 without Witch's Remains? That's pretty damn sweet. But he got no decreased attack up and no decreased accuracy up. And his shields are benefiting nobody because he is not close enough. And in this fight, you don't want that, right? This fight you want to spread out so the tank goes forward because this bird hits center and does a cross section from center. So here Megan would not be hit once the tank finally gets up here. And then you have these all spaced out like this, 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 to where if it hits somebody, it won't even pick them because it's going to hit in a cross section from the center. So they're safe, they're safe, they're safe. He goes up, everybody's safe. It's only going to attack the tank ever. But if we wanted to take advantage of Elminster's abilities, we'd have to put him, because he's 2 sections, right? 2 squares. So from Elminster, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Not that great here. And if we bring him into Ancient Battlefield, the boss is going to remove buffs. The boss can't remove shields that we apply, the HP shields, but it can remove buffs. And Elminster is going to put up a lot of buffs quite often. Quite often. The control immunity buff. And the boss is going to eat that buff and get stronger. So I don't see me using Elminster here. Decrease accuracy, decrease attack is cool. Shields are cool, but we can't turn off that. Oh, he's going to get stunned if he's...
That just means you've stood up for something before.
I don't know what this team is. They probably don't even have a Garrett. Yeah. Oh, he's not in good position right now to give everybody shields.
Vengeance is mine.
Okay, he gave them all shields along with the control immunity.
Let the power of magic guide the blaze.
Did give them control immunities up, so the boss just took some of that away and got 3 stacks.
The power of magic. Lead
We still don't have accuracy on him. We still got no accuracy to decrease attack, decrease accuracy for Elminster.
Vengeance is mine.
Buddy. And he's gonna take away. I mean, he's gonna get stronger. Yeah, he's not gonna be great for Phoenix. Phoenix AOE decrease attack. Yeah, decrease accuracy will be good. Phoenix is viable because then we can group everybody up and it doesn't matter. We could use him in Grave of Rot. Well, we still don't want to group everybody up in Grave of Rot. And he's not blocking debuffs. There are far better teams we could use in Grave of Rot and not have to worry about him there. Arena. We don't want to group him up in Arena, to be honest with you. I mean, who wants to group up in Arena to get hit with all the abilities? Nobody wants that. So to take advantage of his control immunity, I don't understand why he's not board wide like Adolphus. So to take advantage of this control block and shields,
You've stood up for something
2 squares away, no way, man. You'd be hit by anybody's diamond shaped cross section. I don't know what you call this, cross section. Anybody's cross section attacks like this, and you're all getting blasted. Who cares if you get some little shields? You're all going to get blasted. So that's not going to work. What were his shields, by the way? What kind of strength do we have on those shields? With almost 400 enlightenment. Well, we got enlightenment lead too, right?
as I have.
24,000. 24,000 is pretty damn good though, right? 24,000 shield. But being so close, it ruins everything. Even going through Fey Meander, you don't put your whole team like this. You don't do that with your whole team at Fey Meander because you're going to get beat up by some Ripe Kiss or something that they have over on the opposite team. Is going to come over and just stun everyone and then jack them all up with knocking back their ultimate and putting all the debuffs up. You don't group people up like that unless it's super powerful. Now he does have almost 400 enlightenment, over 400 with that, right?
Do you know what the hardest thing in the world is?
400 and what was it? 430? 430 enlightenment for 24,000 shields. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, 24,486. Compared to Adolphus's shields, which are what? Adolphus hits the whole entire screen too. Adolphus has same amount. Look at that. Same amount total. This is perfect. Look, like the exact same amount. That's weird. He's got 372, and I think this guy had 371. Exact same amount. So if I take him out, we don't have the 60 additional right now. We're taking him out for the leader skill. 24,000. So pretty strong. The same amount of shield that, well, more. Well, not the same amount because he's not getting the 60 extra. We can still see it with him here. We can still see it with him in here. You know, it's every 10 seconds for 5 seconds or every 20 seconds for 10 seconds. 23. Why was it lower then? He got 23,000 shields. I'm waiting for the wizard to reapply. Come on, wizard. Give yourself shields. 23,000. 20. They're both doing the same amount of shields. Oh, because it's based off a percentage of the max HP too for Adolphus. Like it's the max HP of the person getting the shield plus his enlightenment. Same thing with... Same exact thing actually with Elminster. Just a little different percentage, I think. Or it could be the exact same. 23,000 on Megan. 23,000 on Elminster from Adolphus. And... I think they're exactly the same. I think their shield strength is the same. It's just that his isn't the whole board. Don't you agree? Okay. One of two things, right? Either he should hit the whole entire board and multi-hit with this, so we can put Witch's Remains or Crown on. This should hit 3 times. And preferably the whole entire board. Or, if this isn't going to hit multiple times and the whole entire board to get Witch's Remains or the Crown on him, this should encompass the whole entire board. We should be getting shields on the whole entire board with control immunity for 5 seconds every 10 seconds. Not this close next to him. One or the other, not both. Both would be way too overpowered. You know, both he's hitting the whole entire board like Varesh Karf, hitting them everybody for 3 times, applying Witch's Remains, which would be nuts. And then he's doing the whole entire board like Adolphus and getting shields up and control immunity. Yeah, that would be too much. But one of those would be okay. Can you show Adolphus' ability? Okay, Adolphus' ability is 15% of the target's max HP plus 3,150% of enlightenment. His is 12% of the target's max HP plus 3,000. So almost the same because his is 14. No, his is 15%. Little less enlightenment. No, his is more enlightenment. So more everything, right? Yeah. More target max HP and more enlightenment for shields. Plus he does do damage, which is still sweet. Little icing on the cake. And I'm not mad about the numbers here. I just don't like that it's only 2 squares away from him. That just doesn't work. Not when you're trying to do a spread in Fae or PvP or anything to where you want like 2 melee or tanky people up here being hit. That's kind of a bad example. But, you know, something like, you know, if I want these 2 hit all the time, or even if I had a healer up here, and I want these 2 hit all the time, that way they move forward. Any kind of square or cross section will always hit these 2. I don't have to worry about the rest of my DPS. It just doesn't work for this game. Why do they keep making epic D&D collaborations? I don't know if he's epic. It's just all about uses, but it's also about roster. It's about what you have on your roster. And will this fill a spot for you because you're missing? Maybe you're missing Adolphus. But if you're missing Adolphus, I don't know if it fills a spot. Because if I, like, say we take Adolphus into Grave of Rot and we have people spread out just like this. This would be a Grave of Rot formation. That way, When the Grave of Rot guy does that second ability with its tail, it hits a cross section. So boom, it's only hitting these two people. It's going to hit everybody on its first ability in Grave of Rot to apply poison and heal block. But we're going to save ourselves that second hard-hitting ability, the slow speed one, to just our two tanky people that are up here healing and being a tank, which is really good for our people trying to do damage and heal, or that have high enlightenment for shields and stuff. But if I did that with Elminster, he's doing nothing. He's only shielding himself. If I do it with Adolphus, he's shielding the whole entire team. I mean, it gives options to people. I'm just saying that, yeah, I wish it was a little bit better. They made him a wimpy support. I think he's kind of a support, maybe. And I've never read anything as far as Forgotten Realms with him in it, since I've only read R.A. Salvatore Stritt's books. So I've never seen him in there, and I stopped reading those books like a long time ago. But from what I hear, he's not like a one that just goes and blows stuff up. Like, he outwits people. He's smart about stuff. Although he was given like these divine powers, which are named the same thing as like this ability right here, Silver Fire. He was given Silver Fire from when I looked at the wiki and read a little bit about him. But from what I understand, he doesn't just go in and blow stuff up. He just kind of uses smarts along with skills and his magic. Kind of like Gandalf, I guess, to where you don't see Gandalf really doing crazy stuff. Even when he fought the Balrog, you didn't really get to see Gandalf do craziness, which kind of adds to the mysterious mystique of it all. Like, you know, Gandalf is crazy powerful, but you didn't get to really see him just do insane stuff. And when he's fighting humans with his staff and his sword, you know, when they're attacking the castle in the movies, he wasn't like blowing people away. He was just using his staff and his sword and doing normal fighting. You never really get to see him do crazy stuff, but you know he's going to be okay. The best passive in the game? What's going on? Who has the best passive? DPSer with debuffs, and the shield isn't. We tried his damage, and we've got him equipped to do damage. What do you mean by strong DPS? We're not going to use him in Vortex for damage. Who cares about strong DPS for dungeons? Because honestly, once you're in Season 2 and you're doing dungeons, you just blow through them. Once you have legendary gear, you have all these heroes that you've already leveled up. It doesn't matter if you're using Sigurd in here or you're using an Ice Blast team in here. You can do like 40-second, 30-second runs. It's easy. You know, once you have the legendary gear and you've got a decent sized roster, you get lucky and pull something like this or whatever. You even use this rare in here. It doesn't matter. You're clearing through this quick. So when you talk about high DPS, where do we need DPS? Like, if he can do decent AoE damage, because he's not doing a battle skill damage, where would we need that? Like, where am I going to dust this guy off and be like, yeah, I'm going to bring him into Fae, I'm going to bring him to Pillar. I do think in Pillar with Fire and whatever Fire goes with from season to season, he's going to do well in Pillar because we have decreased attack and decreased accuracy. So I think that's going to help. I do think his best role is support. For any kind of situation I can think about bringing him into. When I think about Pillars, when I think about Fae, and I don't want to bring him into Fae because same thing as Pillar, but Pillar, you don't have as many options as Fae. Fae, we can bring in whatever we want. Pillars, were, you know, each of the floors, we can only bring in the 2 elements. So we got to take what we got. Going through Fae, I'm just not going to bring him in there because I'm not going to put everybody next to him. Even if it's this close next to him, I'm not going to do that. Because then a cross attack is just going to jack me up. Whoever I fight against. If I go up against a Ripe Kiss or anybody like that, you know, they're just going to jack my team up. Urgander, who does the AoE provoke, is going to provoke everyone. Oh, well, he does have control immunity, so maybe he's not going to get provoked. But still, it's a lot of damage. Arena? No, not in Arena. Same thing. Arena, you're not going to put everybody around him and get jacked up. So not necessarily Arena. I don't know where. You could try it in Arena. You could try to see if he gets his battle skill off quick enough, and we get 24k shields and control immunity. Will that be up when the enemy does their control immunity? It depends. I mean, it's kind of chancy, though. Because if you are going up against an enemy Ergander in arena and you've got this guy right here to try to get shields on everybody and control immunity, how do you know it's going to be up? Maybe if we have his legendary artifact to where he goes from 5 seconds to 6.5 seconds, every 10 seconds for 6.5 seconds, he's got control immunity up. Does it only work for shields or does it work for control immunity? Wait, it only works for shields, right? Yeah. It only increases the length of the shields. So the control immunity is still only going to be 5 seconds out of 10 seconds. Like 5 seconds every 10 seconds. And you're going to get lucky every once in a while, and you're going to get unlucky every once in a while to where people are going to be able to hit your boys with some control. But I mean, I guess that's the same thing in arena no matter what. Even if you have an ultimate ability, you can't control things in arena, you know. To say he's better than any D&D mid-season legendary is a bold-faced lie. I don't know if they were hyping him up that much. They did say something in Discord about him being like... I thought they said something about him being one of the coolest legendaries, like the best legendaries that they've had so far. I think Ardrith is still one of the best ones if you have Garius and you have the staff. Let's look at it this way. If he's easy to gain as a free to play, then it doesn't matter. That's the thing, right? The artifact is definitely cool. Yeah, the artifact is cool. But if he's obtainable as free to play, we've already shown a very easy free to play team to use to go up against this. Although, I forgot. Everybody's going to have access to this hero, to this event. Everyone, even if you start a brand new account. So if you start a brand new account or you're on season 1 or you're just starting season 2 and you haven't done the pillars for season 2, they're not going to have that hero we used. They're not going to have her. They're not going to have the decrease attack and recharge speed penalty. Damn it. So that team that I used earlier is great for anybody who's been in season 2 for a minute, but not for anybody else. And it's 100% depending on getting that decrease attack and recharge speed penalty, or at least the decrease attack. The recharge speed penalty, I don't know. We did 13 million instead of 8 million. I think we can sacrifice a little bit more. Any new power creep units? Wow. Ranged tank, maybe? What? A ranged tank? So while this team is easily free to play for anybody who's been in season 2 for a little bit, it's not going to be for anyone else. I forgot. So who could we bring in for decreased attack? Revamp, what's up, brother? Sorry, I'm sick right now. I'm a little bit sick from my son was sick too. Yeah, I think power creep is definitely a smart thing to do if it's a hero that people are spending money and rolling for. But truly, if this hero is free to play accessible, I'm not going to say free to play completely, but if it's pretty accessible for free to play, with just rolling a few dice by the end of the event, you look at how many you're going to get from doing this and just see how many you have. You know, if you need to roll 6 dice or 10 dice, you roll 6 dice, you know? Easy. Why are because you must be writing some weird stuff, man. You're flagged. You're flagged as a is one to look for, one to watch out for. Dane doesn't do decreased attack 2. And he doesn't do all his other cool debuffs unless the boss is under a certain percentage HP, right? Which he'll never do here. We do have decreased attack as a tank. Well, I don't know if we want to bring it. It'd be nice if we could get decreased attack on somebody that does some damage. That'd be cool. But Dane will only give us decreased attack 1, and then the fear and the heal prohibition will not go into effect unless it's down low. We don't even get this increased attack. That's sad. Yeah, she's a legendary. That we were looking for a free-to-play option. Because this free-to-play option is done. I mean, this is in the bag. Right here, boom. Anybody season 2, you do this, you're getting your 8 million plus every single day. Simple. Like, really easy. Adri, Megan, we've got Netta, Erich, and Kurza. I can't remember how to say her name. That one. The lizard from Pillars. And you don't have to worry about scrolls. You don't have to worry about gear. They're all maxed out to level 100. You don't have to worry about leveling them up. It's done. But for other players who just started playing the game or who are maybe deep into season 1 or just starting out on season 2, we need a replacement for this. And Devrick isn't like the best choice for that. We're not using a tank. Megan is our tank. We already ran this, game. Yeah, we already ran this. It was simple. We got 13 million. All you got to do is get 8 million. We ran this right here and got 13 million because we're slowing down the boss, knock it back its ultimate. We're slowing down the boss, decrease attack. We've got a lot of debuffs up. Debuffs from Adri as well with decreased accuracy. The more debuffs you have up on the boss, each debuff, you do 10% additional damage. So we had rotating debuffs up with these two. Our damage, and then Megan is tanky enough at 2,000 defense to tank the whole entire time. Like the basic attack the dragon's going to do, like a little swipe or bite, whatever it's doing. Yeah, I'm not saying that Blood Sample, she's amazing and she will work for anybody who doesn't have her, but she is not free to play. This whole team right here is absolutely free to play. We got 3 rares, Erich you get for free, and this girl you get for free. But what I'm saying is that if you're not into season 2, you don't have access to this hero. So we need an option besides her, is what I was thinking. This is decreased attack, but it won't be up when the boss does its ultimate. I prefer a rare, though. How long does his skills last? 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Same as everybody else. I'm sure.
That just means
20-second cooldown for 10 seconds. That's just, 10-second cooldown for 5 seconds. That's traditionally what they are. Not always, but yeah. For each debuff on the enemy, the hero gains 10 resistance up to 10 stacks. I forgot about that. It's pretty cool. But why not accuracy? I guess resistance is good. It would have been nice if we didn't have to worry about accuracy so much and we could focus on getting him some more damage. That would have been another way to go, right? For every bit of enlightenment you have on this hero, you get additional accuracy. Then we pump out the enlightenment to get more damage, to get more shields, and on top of that, increases our accuracy, and then we don't have to worry about accuracy as much. That would have been pretty sweet. Yeah, she's only for season 2 players. Oh, JR, what's up, buddy? I missed it. What's going on? Oh, when did you post it? I'm scrolling up. Was it a long time ago? Oh, man, I've missed so many. Oh, I missed so many. It is not. Oh, where'd you get this from? Yeah. Where'd you get this from, though? Well, we've already been showing it for 2 hours, so a little late now. Oh, you said in chat like hours ago? Yeah, where'd you get this? Where'd you get this picture from, though? TP1, TP2. I don't know where you got this from. There's already videos on YouTube about this. It's posted in media creation. Media creation. Hold on one second. Let me check this.
Yo tout le monde, c'est authentique, j'espère que vous allez bien, on se retrouve.
Where's display? Let me show you guys this. Oh, wrong screen. Let's see. All right. Yeah, this guy right here has got the whole thing on it. This guy right here is on the test server showing the event, showing Elminster's skills, showing the artifact, playing him and stuff. Yeah. And he isn't supposed to. They warned everyone not to. We never saw that. If they warned everybody not to, we never saw that in content creator chat because they don't talk to us in content creator chat. If you could in content creator chat reference to where any community manager said that we shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, please let me know because I haven't seen any of that because they don't talk to us in community manager chat. Please let me know where that's at so we can see it. Yeah, if they're going to post it in a media selection and not tell anybody about it, that's not telling us, man. That's not telling us at all. Yeah. That's not telling us in content creators, here's what we got going on. That's not telling us anything at all. Still don't know why the Licinia fight is so bad. I've been using all range for that. Yeah, it's okay, man. We've already been doing it for 2 hours and 14 minutes. It's all right. So I don't know who else we'd use for decreased attack in here as free to play, but I'm sure we've got something, right? We have to go out here to look. I think, isn't there a decreased attack of...
Do ye know what the hardest thing in the world is? Constantly.
I thought we had a rare in Necrosis. No, I think it's Frost. Just Deverick? Cuesta. That's all we got. For free-to-play options, unfortunately. It's just our beautiful girl here from the pillars. I mean, we've got plenty of other options for other rarities. Oh, yeah, and fire. Right. And she builds up, too, right? She starts taking damage reduction, although we don't need that, right? Because we already got a tank. But you are absolutely right. She will work perfectly, and that's another rare. Furbath, and yeah, that'll work too, right? All poison team. We'll try that at poison team. This team worked to get 13 million. All we need is 8 billion. So we do bring in our fire girl. 3x3 decrease.
You're bossing me around?
Attack. We would need to probably put scrolls into her. Yeah, we're gonna need to. Even though we're gonna get maybe not, because we're gonna knock back and slow speed. And we get a defense lead. That's pretty good too, man. I think that's pretty nice. All right, let's run it. I mean, if we got 13 million before, even though we were getting more debuffs up and we were slowing the boss more, let's see what happens. Let's micromanage this and knock back the ultimate gauge. Since we got 23 seconds here. We should have waited. We need to get that 25% additional. I bet she's only got 75% to decrease attack right now. They should have a buttload of... Yeah, rare scrolls should not be an issue. Rare scrolls should never be an issue. Unless they just started playing, though. Remember, this event's going to go for everyone who just started playing.
Do ye know what the hardest thing in the world is? Constantly solving new problems for help seekers. Ye should try it.
Where is she?
Just mind yourself.
Yeah, we need that 25%. We don't even need the additional. So even if you were low on rare scrolls, as long as you could hit that 25% like that, you're going to be fine. Right? But rare scrolls, we don't even use that many with her. It's just 4, 5, 6. Let's just go all the way. That's not many. You're at 0 rare scrolls? Oh, with the Otherworld stuff? Uh-oh. Can we pick up rare scrolls like we can Epic and Legendary in the shop? We can't, can we? You'd have to buy them for like $4.99. All we can get is... No, rares are right there. Do we have rares on a live server like this for 40? Maybe you've purchased all these too, though. Maybe you gotta wait. Maybe you gotta wait 20 days and you've purchased all that. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, well she's kind of our tank, so we'll put her in the tank position. We'll get that increased defense and we'll let it fly now. If we got 13 million before, we are losing a recharge speed penalty that we were rotating. So that is going to cost us quite a bit. I should have decreased attack back then so we could get it on both these moves, but let's just do it. Let's just do it for the ultimate and for the first ability. Okay, there's a few things here. We're not getting as many debuffs up now because we switched her out. And we're not slowing the boss as much. So the boss is going to ramp up much quicker. And we're not going to do as much damage because we're not getting as many debuffs. For every debuff, we do 10% additional damage to the boss. But I still feel like we should be able to get 8 million. We got a 5 million, range there. I think we're going to be okay. Ah, excuse me. Sneezing. Unfortunately, Adri doesn't even have anywhere near. She's only got 10% a chance to crit. That's so sad. Okay, slap him there. And now we've got it up for that first ability too. Decrease attack. We're already at 3 million. We'll get 8 million. No, I didn't pull him yet. I wish. I've got 3 mythics, but not that one. I've got the human, the beast, and... What's the other one? The demon one. The melee rogue type one. Think we're gonna make it? How much damage are we taking right now? Not a lot of damage, right? Depends on how quick he's ramping up, but I think with the slow speed and the knockback, even though we don't have 2, all right, knockback, there we go, slow speed, chop down, boom. Yeah, we'll get 8 million. Now this is truly free to play, right? Yeah, maybe they don't have Erich, but we could use any kind of, what other kind of rare? Let's bring in another rare DPS. Might as well. Maybe they don't have Erich yet in season 1. Maybe they just started playing. They don't have them. And this is bare bones, right? You can use, if you get lucky and get some cool legendary, there's a million teams you can use. We're just trying to use bare bones. Although we do have an elemental advantage that's kind of leveled out too. I don't think I have 15% damage reduction though. Let me see what I've got. That's 8 million. Is that active? What's going on?
Be my firewood.
Poison team's gonna go wild on this guy? You think so? Oh, with debuffs up? Well, poison only counts as one stack of debuff. Okay, so 8 million simple. No problem. The group bonus? Yeah, the group bonuses look like are we getting one right now? Let's go check and see what we've got maxed out. Okay, we do have our damage maxed out, but we don't have our, damage reduction maxed out. We're not taking 15% less damage. Okay. So what were you saying? Poison team? We've already been on for 2 hours and 24 minutes. All right. Just starting the game. What's going on? Sugar baby, you're just starting. Dragonheir Silent Gods. Well, welcome. Come join our Discord down below. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bugsy, what's happening, buddy? Yeah. Come join us down below and have a great time with us. Join us on Discord. That way you can talk to a whole bunch of people playing the game, stay engaged with it, have a good time with all of us. So you were talking about bringing in, we'll try this last one and then I'll head out and
Spare no effort.
debuffs. Debuffs, but not a lot of damage. We got Eli in here for damage. Who are we going to do for Letalis and knock back the ultimate gauge if we need to? Oh. If we have Theodore, but he's not like completely he's not free to play. He's in Epic. But Theodore does decrease attack along with recharge speed penalty, which would make it massive to get easy damage on this. 8 million, no problem with Theodore. 100%. Right? And then Letalis in here knocking back the ultimate gauge. But the only person doing damage here would be Eli. We need more than Eli. Who else besides Eli? Is he at 100% chance to crit? No, he's at 10% chance to crit. Why? This makes no sense. He's support. He says support, so that's what we get. Support. Support is support. We do have Dinch. He's at 100% chance to crit. A little good enlightenment for the poison debuffs to do decent damage, I guess. We'll find out. Let's see what Dinch. I think I remember Dinch doing well on Era 2, or decently well. Heal block, knockback, heal block, decrease attack. poisons, but poisons don't count as multiple stacks. So the boss is only going to get vulnerability on one stack there. We got multiple debuffs up though. Pretty good, pretty good. What's Sigrid doing? All right, Sigrid decreased attack. Eli sounds like a Westerner. Yo, Hype, what's up, man? What happened to the rest, like Mobile Gamer and T-Dub? Mobile Gamer was just paid to do sponsorship for the game, you know, like his main game was always Marvel Strike Force with Mobile Gamer. He was just doing it as a sponsorship to play the game for so many hours. You know, like I'm doing right now. This is a sponsored video. This is the sponsored stream. I have to do 16 streams in a month. And I've been waiting to really do most of those streams till the end of the month because I knew this was coming and I knew we'd have the final boss coming and the in-season stuff coming, so. Yeah, T-Dub was just doing it as like a side kind of thing. Guys, it's hard to do. No one's got time in their life to stream 12 hours a day when you have family, a job, and real stuff going on. You just, like, nobody really has time for that. Unless this is your full-time job and you can take care of everything you need to take care of doing this. But unless you're retired, you know, you live with family or you live somewhere like the Philippines where money really, the US dollar goes a really far, long way. It's just, it's not viable to do that full time. I mean, you can look at what I made. I think Twitch just paid me out just the other day, yesterday. Twitch paid me out yesterday and it was $164. And if you break down $164 over the hours that I stream, you're making like $1 an hour. So if you can live off of $1 an hour, then you got it going on, you know? It's just, that's why you don't see everybody just like jumping on and streaming or making YouTube videos. It's not like what a lot of people have an idea that it's going to be like. It's something that you do because you love it. You do it as a second job. You go to your normal job. You come home and you do it because you really enjoy it. And you hope that one day it can lead into a career because you like it so much that it can be your full-time job. But it's not like you're just going to do it and it's going to be like your full-time job. You're taken care of and it doesn't work out that way, you know. Declining the game. Dragonheir, yeah. Hype, what's up, my man? Everybody give Hype a follow over here. Let's give a shout out. I think I'm doing this right. Hold on. Yeah. I still know how to do this kind of stuff. There you go. Hit that heart up above. Give him a follow for Dragonheir Silent Gods. Dragonheir Silent Gods for views on YouTube and on streaming have been declining. Yes. Every time they decline. And then they're going to pick up a little bit for the Dungeons and Dragons collaboration. And for the new season when they do a whole bunch of mass advertising. And that's only because they do mass advertising, which is great. And you see them everywhere. Like even now you see them everywhere. And if they weren't doing all that mass advertising, you wouldn't even see it pick back up. It would just decline. But same thing as Raid Shadow Legends and Hero Wars, which Hero Wars isn't even really a game. I don't understand that. But I mean, it's a game, but it's not a game that I would play. We got that decreased attack. No, we didn't even get that decreased attack in. Oh, is my Sigrid not even scrolled on the test server? I have a feeling my Sigrid's not scrolled here. That's not good. How much damage is Dench doing? Doing okay. He's up there with Eli. But with Sigrid not being scrolled, we're not able to keep up with the boss, so... I think we can make 8 million with this team, too. It looks like it's going to be super easy to make 8 million with so many different rare teams against this boss. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And Elminster was fairly mediocre. Your thoughts? Here's the thing with Elminster. You either have to do one of two things. You either got to make this hit the whole entire screen or at least hit 3 times so we can put Witch's Remains or the Crown on him and apply decreased defense. That way we're doing decreased accuracy. We're making him not offensive. We're getting damage from him, yes, but we're doing it for the debuffs. And we're doing it so we can get our... He's already going to have accuracy, so we want Witch's Remains. So this needs to hit 3 times, and it needs to hit the whole entire board like Karf, like Varesh. Then he's okay. Or, if you're going to only have this in this cross-section, 1 hit, this needs to hit the whole entire board then. Because everybody being 2 squares away from him just to get the same amount of shields that we get from Adolphus. Like when we tested him with Adolphus, same amount of enlightenment. His shields were very comparable, even though he's doing less max HP, less. It was a little bit less than what Adolphus does for his shields. His are all for 5-second shields every 10 seconds. Adolphus are 10-second shields every 20 seconds. But you're not going to group everybody up around Elminster. You're not going to do that in Arena because they're all going to get jacked up by other people's abilities. You're not going to do that going through Fae because they're going to, again, get jacked up from... You got Ripekis flying in, doing a 3x3 stun, and then you got Ripekis doing the cross-section, knock back your ultimate gauge, put a whole bunch of debuffs on you. You're just not going to... You're not going to put people like that around him. In Fae. And in Arena. They'll get jacked up. You know, you want to separate your guys to where you've got a bigger board, but you've got maybe like melee and a healer here. That way it does its cross-section ability on these two. It won't hit this, it won't hit these two, right? And in Arena, you do that too, so the cross-section ability hits the two you want it to hit. But if you're grouping everybody up with him like that, they're going to get jacked up. And it's not worth it. It's not strong enough that you want everybody that close. So he needs to hit he's got to do one of two things. He's either got to make this hit the whole entire board, which I think would be sweet then. I could put him anywhere I want. He's like Adolphus. He covers your team and control immunity. And hopefully it's up when we need it to be up. I'm okay with that. Or this hitting the whole entire board 3 times, like Karf, like Varesh, so that we can then put Witch's Remains or, a stun set. So we have multiple hits on that stun set to be able to stun. He's already got the accuracy needed. He's decreased attack, decreased accuracy, and then decreased defense with a stun set. Boom, we're hitting the whole entire board. Other than that, I like his artifact. But then what I said was, after I said all of that, I said, if he's easy to get as free to play, which it looks like it's really easy to build a team to get 8 million on this guy. So if we can get 8 million every day, we pick up all the rest of the stuff that they give us, and we look at the end of the season, and it only takes like 10 dice for you to roll, or 5 dice, or maybe completely free. That's good. He's another hero to have somebody in somebody's roster because not everybody has every hero available. So that's nothing wrong with that. Like, I can't complain. Really, if it's easy for us to get him, it's just another hero for everybody to have because not everybody has all these heroes. So I think it's pretty good. Yeah, they can. So I think it's just going to be down to, if it was somebody that we had to pay for, like if it was Ardrith, if it was an Ardrith event to where we actually had to roll 20 to 40 dice and do well in an event, and if you don't have a robust roster, it's really hard to do that, then I would be like, yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, but if you could do it, sure, because it gives you another hero to put on your roster. Absolutely. But if he's really easy to get, then okay, he's really easy to get. He gives us more options for decreased attack, decreased accuracy, whatever we do with these shields. If somebody's close enough, we get some shields, which they're nice shields, It's really high enlightenment here. Like, this is crazy. 710% plus 5,000 enlightenment. And we built him to do damage, but like, again, where do we need this kind of damage? There's a lot of heroes in the game that can do damage. And we built him in a fashion to where he's not doing his debuffs. That's for sure. He's not even doing debuffs. We've got him at 78% chance to crit, 130 critical damage. What seems low, it seems like it's low critical damage, but it's not. We've got critical damage gloves on him, and we've got crit rate critical damage. Enlightenment, because the artifact. Hey, were you on the test server, Hype Pseudo? Did you try to get the artifact? Because when we try to get the artifact, it's bugged on the test server. It won't give it to us. Reminax is on Marvel Strike Force. Yeah, he does a Marvel Strike Force too, right? Primarily. It's bugged out for you, wouldn't show up for you too. Yeah, so I hope that's not the way it is on the live server. So we did what we could do to give him damage, and he looked like he would do really good damage. So we got a guy that can do really good damage in a 3x3 and then give us some shields and immunity if you're close enough. if you wanted to go that route with him. But do we need that? We're not going to use him on Vortex. It's not that kind of damage. Again, I don't want to use him in Fae because I don't want to group everybody next to him. But we got to go back to, is he easy to get? And everybody's account's different. So I think it's good. I can't really be mad with a free hero if it turns out for him to be really free. Is basically what I can say. I could complain a lot more if it was something like Ardrith. If we had to do at least 20 to 40 summons and work hard to get him, I would complain more. Higher shield overwrites lower shields. Yeah, these are pretty good shields. I mean, they're the same as Adolphus shields. No, they don't stack up. It's not like other games, like God's Raid that we're playing right now, where shields just keep stacking. If shields stacked, it would be insane. Yeah. So while I'm not amazed by him, I think he's a good, solid hero. Just because he's obtainable is all I can say, I guess. And I think he's going to be very obtainable. I think the teams to make, like the teams we made to beat him were so easy. And what do we need to do? We need to look at this one last team.
Do you know what the hardest thing in the world is? Constantly.
Don't see me as well.
Even in darkness is
Oh, we could try this guy out. He should have. I think he did well against Era 2. Other thing I don't like Hype Pseudo is that they didn't change these heroes. If they're support, if they're labeled as support, they still have 10% chance to crit, which I think is ridiculous. I've got Sigrid doing the same amount of damage as Megan. And that should never happen. You would never build Sigrid that way. We told them about this last time we had the Era 2 event, and we come back around to this event, and I just don't like how it limits our options. I don't like how it limits people with whatever their account might be. They might not have a really strong account, and it's silly because we would never build them that way. We give Sigrid and anybody enough accuracy to get, 250, whatever we need to get the job done, but then they do damage, They do damage. It's so silly. Okay, so we scrolled Eli.
Don't see me as one of those goofballs.
Don't see me as one of those goofballs. That's what Dinch says. Where is Sigrid at? What's up with this test server? She's right there, but she's not categorized under poison. Okay.
I detest them all.
Sure. All right, we'll do this last run. And then I'll be back on tomorrow, guys. Same time. We'll be back on tomorrow to do some more, maybe Fae. But I don't want to push too hard in Fae. I want to wait till we get our boy Elminster and then try to finish out Fae with him. I don't think it's going to work well, but I want to try, right? I want to suffer and go into Fae on my main account with Elminster and just try to make it work for the floors 160 through 180. Be a good option then. Sounds like Frost main character. Frost main character to do damage and get up some shields. They always do damage, like good damage. She scrolled. I mean, we were doing it with all rares. All free-to-play heroes and fire and necrosis. Now we're doing all free-to-play heroes are all rare heroes, right? Everything is rare here. Okay, Sigurd's up, so I'm just going to pop him right here. For the second ability and the ultimate. Latalis is knocking back. I wish we had a slow speed. I don't know, without a slow speed, you know how it is. Always want that slow speed. If we put Theodore in here for decreased attack and slow speed, that'd be pretty sweet. For a cool epic. I don't think Sigrid can keep up though. Oh, we could have. If we would have just let her fire on her own, she could have hit before the boss hit because he takes a little bit of lag animation to swipe. And Latalis knocked him back like right, I believe at the end there. Nah, she's not on good full auto right now. Let's take her off. She's right there at it. We'll just leave her. Maybe Latalis can knock back enough till she'll catch up. I doubt it, though. Is Latalis booked? Well, Latalis is at 10% damage. Yeah, look at that damage. Look at Sigrid and Latalis. This is so sad. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, my son had a runny nose for like a week and was sneezing all the time, and then then he just stopped. And I just started sneezing yesterday like crazy, and then all today with a runny nose. And I don't have, what's it called? Allergies? Like, I don't have allergies, so I'm guessing I'm sick. And my throat's a little, you know, regular old stuff. Let's go, Stu's Wolflar. What's happening? It doesn't matter. A cold can't keep me down. Cold will never beat my spirits. 1 second, I need to answer about the tank I pulled. What tank did you pull? Sugar, baby. What'd you get? Should I use my scrolls on, buy him free as a tank? I've never used him as a tank, personally, myself. And I don't know if he's an actual tank. Like, he's not going to mitigate damage, right? He just stuns people around him. I fought against him a lot as a chief challenge. He does the lightning down, but I think he operates a little differently as a chief challenge. What do you guys think? Anybody have experience with him and can really tell us? This is a new player. Sugar Baby is a brand new player to Dragonheir Silent Gods. Just started season 1. What do you guys think? Finally, Logic, you get a solid Paladin account? Day 7 account with just nice. Yeah, Paladin's pretty strong, right? Paladin is extremely strong. I like Paladin. I still use Paladin in my undead team because it does keep everybody alive nicely. Or high-end pillars for the tunes. Which one? Oh, he's only good in in-game stuff, like high-end pillars and high-end Fae. For the control, but not as a main tank, though, right? Maybe like an off tank where somebody else is tanking and then he can kind of go off to the side and tank a little bit, like a few people, take some hits. For the stunts, right? The control. With much accuracy as he mitigates enough damage to CC a tank. Right. Yeah, as a new player, I wouldn't focus on him. As a new player, you're going through, and I've got a lot of videos on my YouTube if you want to go check that out for the new player experience from day 1 to day 2 to day 3, all the way up from season 1, going through, getting you the gear you need, the epic gear, transitioning to the legendary gear, using Horus as your main tank, which you'll get as a 3-day login reward. I don't know if you're at 3 days, but Horus is crazy strong. He's an epic they give you for free, and he is no joke. I found me on YouTube. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, he's no joke. Like, Horus is insanely strong. Oh, she's firing this decreased attack way out of sync. Oh, man, we're going to die. Oh, got a nice heal there. I'm not going to... Can we take this in? Well, we had decreased attack up. All right, decreased attack there. But we definitely need some heals. Close to 8 million. I just don't think we're going to make it. If Sigurd could hurry up and get this decreased attack up soon. Latalis, knock back. Knock back, Latalis. Got it. Got it before he hit us. And if she could get this heal in, yeah, she's going to get this heal in before we get hit. It's so close. We got to do like one more rotation. We got to make it to the end of his ultimate. That's going to be pretty hard because we are not ready to heal. Put this on full auto. Come on. There we go. Got it before he hit. Oh, we got it. We got it. 8 million. Let's go, baby. Oh, Dinch. Who else is going to die? Eli? Those are our 2 DPSers. If they die, we're in trouble. Oh, man. Dinch is still alive. Come on, Sigurd. Pop him. Oh, we're so close to 8 million. We're not going to make it. We got no more damage dealers.
I am here.
Oh, man. Look at their damage compared to the rest. We got 3.7 million, 2.6 million, and they're not even at a million yet. They're not going to be able to pull off this 150. What do we need? 250,000? No, 150,000.
Worry not. I am
100,000. Let's go. I don't know. They might. I mean, they seem like they're pretty tanky though. And we got to decrease attack up. We always get it up because we get stunned. It actually works well. We don't have to worry about timing, and we can't set up timing anyways against these bosses. But whenever we get that fear on us, it locks us in place. The fear will run out by the time Sigrid is ready to fire on that second ability, which covers there and covers the ultimate. But she actually slowed down here. We didn't have it up. There it is. 8 million. Let's go.
worry not. I'm here.
8 million. Was it full auto? We can set it up for full auto after a round. And Sigrid can pop off here. What's happening? What did I miss? Legendary units, they just make more rares. This game's all about rares and epics. Well, if we used legendary units, we could use quite a few legendary and epic units to make it much, much easier. The other run we did was way better, though. When we used a Dree and Megan and those rares, it was a much better run. Because we don't have anybody in here to slow speed and knock back like a Dree can do. We just have the knockback for Latalis, which makes us barely get this. And instead of Sigurd, like if you brought in Theodore with his slow speed, we'd be 100 times. Like it used to be so simple. I'm not going to run it. But if we brought him in with 2 hits right here to get the recharge speed penalty plus decrease attack, we'd have more debuffs up more often. So we'd take 10% additional damage per debuff up. He'd be slower, so he wouldn't get ramped up to do more damage. And we would easily do the 8 million we need. Yeah. That's it, guys. That's Elminster. That's the event coming up. And again, I wouldn't be too salty about this. I think it's cool if he's easy to get. Now, I don't know how easy he is to get. Some people said that they were able to get Drist last season free to play or without doing anything. I don't know if it was that easy. I don't think you can do this boss 8 million every day plus these little, what is it, 7 times 8? Is there some other event that they were giving us some shards from? Then we might have gotten a few from the beginning quest that I already completed to where you're walking around and doing all that talking. Might have got a few from there. And then summons. But is this a perfect time to pick up a legendary artifact? That's the real question, right? Is it a perfect time to pick up a legendary artifact or to get Elminster? Which would you choose? And if you're a brand new player, which would you choose? Like if you're an established player, yeah, I don't need him for anything. I would rather have the artifact. I'd rather have the artifact for Adolphus. His shields are going to last longer and he's going to be stronger. Man, Adolphus is already like legendary level and he covers the whole entire board. You get the artifact? Well, I don't know. You're a brand new player. At the end of the event, you need to see how many tokens you have and then make a hard choice whether you get him. Wait, do they automatically give you him? Do you not have a choice? I don't have him in here because I pulled him. Like I hit that 0.5% and I immediately pulled him. Were you guys watching Hype Pseudo? Did he summon for it and have to come in here and pick him up? Like was he in the shop? Maybe he disappeared because I summoned him wholly, like just outright. Yeah, Adolphus heals too. Adolphus also gives you turn meter increase, 15% on that battle skill. And he does damage on AoE, so if you really just wanted to give him a stun set, could get some stun from basic ability from his ultimate. If you wanted to put him in a set to do some additional healing, you can put him in the healing set, so he'll also do some healing when he does his ultimate. Along with the healing that he does, shields on shields. Yeah, Adolphus is very, very strong. Definitely SS tier epic. Yeah. But I don't know if I have to see when I start playing this on my main account. I'll have to see He's got to be in here. You got to have the option. I'm pretty sure you have the option to either get Elminster down here or the artifact. Which I don't know why they put it on the scrolling banner. I don't understand this banner. They should have just put the artifact down here. Like, this banner is very weird and confusing. What if somebody zones in here and they just see this part and they don't wait to see it scroll over? And they're like, where's the artifact at? Like, I don't get why you put a banner that moves when you could just have it down here in the selection. And then you could just have this one wider banner up top. And he heals also. Yeah, with the artifact, it's more broken, right? It goes from 10 seconds to, what does it increase it? 30% more? So 13 seconds. Every 20 seconds for 13 seconds, you have HP shields. Currently, the Tiara only does 15% additional shields, which that makes it up to 25% additional shields for Adolphus. Plus, way more enlightenment. I say way more, but I don't think it's crazy more. Unfortunately, it's broken, so I can't see artifact. We can't see that artifact, but it's going to max out at, I'm sure, whatever any other artifact with enlightenment has. Is there another legendary with enlightenment? Yeah, lots of them. Yeah, whatever these max out at is what it'll max out at. Like this one. I don't have enough. 120 enlightenment, so 120 versus 90. Yeah. So we get 30 more enlightenment. I really do miss this defense. Because defense is way more important than HP. Mitigating damage is far more superior than just having a higher HP pool. Far more. So I will miss this defense. But it'll make up for it with the additional shields. And the shield. And the enlightenment to make the shields even stronger. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah. I'm definitely going to get that. You know what? I might save my dice too. I might see on my main account how many of these I can get. Tokens for the shop. And I might just pass up on Elminster only because I have a very robust account. I have a lot of heroes. I might actually pass them up and just get the artifact. You know? All right, guys, I'm going to head out. I've been on for 3 hours. I've actually got to do some tax stuff with my wife today. She went to the gym. She's going to be back from the gym, and then we've got to bust out all my taxes and PayPal and Amazon, and she's got to do some stuff on the laptop over here, and we got to do that all day today. It doesn't sound like a lot of fun, but we got to take care of it. Yeah, Wolflord, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate everybody being here. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Come and join me. I don't know what we're going to work on, but we'll do something. We'll find something fun to do. Good luck on all your summons. I will see you guys tomorrow.